on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Let me say what's up to the people before we start, of course. What's up, MB? Thank you for being here. Shout out to all my members. Shout out to Black London Chocolate. Thank you for signing up. What's up, Victory? Thank you for being here. What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Casey? What's up, Evelyn? Shout out to Evelyn. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. And also shout out to everybody on Twitch as well, too, if you're watching. What's up, Shannon? Thank you for being here, and thank you for the stars. So on Facebook, they have stars instead of super chats. So that's the equivalent. So yes, thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. What's up, Patricia? Thank you for being here. Who else? Denitra. What's up, Denitra? What's up, Melanated Drip? Miss Magic, thank you. Sunkiss, thank you for being here. Bonita, thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with the show, you guys. So I'm going to start out with the whole Tasha, Cardi B, Star Marie thing first. Because remember when I was saying, like, I was like, if anything, they should be mad at Star Marie. You know, Star Marie is the one that Tasha K interviewed about, you know, everything that happened to Cardi, allegedly happened to Cardi B. She was the former roommate and all that stuff, right? And I was all like, how the hell, what's up, Uncle Charles? How the hell did Star Marie avoid all this shit? Like, I was like, did she not get sued? I remember it was something like she got sued and then she was going to file a countersuit or something. And there was actually a live that Star Marie did, of course, 4 years ago. And she was all like, yeah, not Tasha. She was like, yeah, Cardi said she's suing me, blah, blah, blah. But I ain't got nothing yet. I ain't got nothing. And she was all like, as soon as I get that lawsuit, I'm a countersue, blah, blah, blah. So she was talking shit, talking about how like she didn't get anything in the mail and she don't care. She ain't been served or whatever. So someone, when I was talking about the whole Star Marie piece of the story, I was somebody had messaged me, and shout out to you who messaged me. If you want to say who you are, you definitely can. They're like, hey, Tasha actually said what happened to Star Marie. So going back 2 months ago, Tasha K did a live on her backup channel, right? The Wino podcast backup channel. She had stated that the reason why Star Marie wasn't like in the lawsuit and stuff like that. Well, she did get sued, but with Star Marie, she was hiding. So she never actually got served. So because she was ducking and dodging that lawsuit, that's why Star Marie never came back and got in trouble. So what ended up happening was that Star Marie, duck and dodge, and then she ended up, Cardi ended up getting the default judgment, and it ended up being like 100,000 or something like that. Like she owes Cardi 100,000, but because they kind of like cool now, I don't think Cardi is gonna even go after Star Marie. And in the live from 2 months ago, Tasha was actually saying like, damn, I should have did what Star Marie did. I should have avoided it, but I was too cocky and stuff like, and I'm paraphrasing, too cocky and stuff like that. And then she was like, I should have just got me a default judgment too. So now looking at it, I was all like, Tasha, you really effed yourself up. You could have duck and dodge just like Star Marie did and avoided all of this. And it was very strange because I was like, why did Star Marie start talking or whatever? So the story is that, her and Cardi used to be friends or whatever. Cardi claims they weren't roommates, but Star Marie says they were. Star Marie, whatever falling out they had, right? Star Marie ends up getting jumped by Cardi B's friends. And then that's when all the shit went down. And then she started talking and stuff like that. And, everything went crazy. Now, I know there's a lot of other YouTubers at that time debunking a lot of the stuff that Star Marie was saying. And that was like the whole breakdown, because wasn't that the falling out of whatchamacallit? Correct me if I'm wrong, Tasha K and Lovely T. Like, originally Lovely T and Tasha K was all shit. Remember, this was before my time. I got here in 2020. That's when I joined YouTube. So if I remember correctly, Tasha K and Lovely T were once like cool together, right? And then basically, okay, Jessica, thank you, Jessica. Yeah, and then Lovely T basically backed out of it. Like, originally, this was all supposed to be like a collab interview. Lovely T backed out and was like, ooh, I ain't doing this. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, like, ooh, you go ahead. And Tasha was all like, God, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Wait, that sounds like Sweet Pea. I'm gonna drink my wine and da-da-da-da. And Tasha K, being cocky, she went ahead and continued with it. And then that's when Lovely T was like the opposite and decided to do a video about basically debunking everything that Star Marie was saying. So that's where that falling out. Yeah, it was a lot of shit going on during that time. I think that was one thing where Tasha, and again, I'm not saying, Tasha is innocent and Star Marie should get all the backlash, because Tasha K is a grown-ass woman and she know better. We can all agree on that. She knows better at the end of the day. But I'm just all like, damn, Tasha, you should have seen some of the signs. And like, remember after the judgment was done, Star Marie actually came back and did like this interview with, I think his name was like Obi-Wan or something like that. What's up, Miss Curiosity? His name was like Obi-Wan or something like that. A play on words of like Star Wars and stuff like that. And he had the interview with Star Marie, and basically she was all like, I told my side of the story and I should be allowed to say whatever. And then she was talking about how she said she was on some kind of retreat. And then she said she was in rehab. And then she said she was getting her mental right. And then now she's an advocate for women and stuff like that. It was very confusing. And like, hearing her, remind you, I didn't watch the initial interview with Tasha K. However, hearing her in that interview with that dude, I'm all like, she talking out the side of her mouth. A lot of the shit she was saying doesn't make sense at all. And whenever you interview somebody and the shit that they're saying is kind of like wonky, kind of like, for example, and even in that video where Tasha K referenced Star Marie, right, from a couple of months ago, she was all like, Star Marie is just like Jaguar Wright. Beauty for ashes. If someone is Jaguar-like or Jaguar-esque, that's sign number one. Do not trust anything they fucking say. Like, come on, Tasha. Come on. Tasha said this out her own mouth. This is not me dragging Tasha or anything. She said, what's up, Angel on Earth? Angel on Earth. She said, yeah, Star Marie is very Jaguar-like. She just kind of says things, but, she's not as bad as Jaguar. Knowing that, Tasha, I would have thought like, oh, maybe not. Now, granted, it was before Jaguar got on the internet acting a goddamn fool. So maybe she realizes it now, but at least before it got to a lawsuit, Tasha should have been like, oh, you know what? You're kind of Jaguar-like. Let me kind of take a step back, Right, Karma Apple? Right, Sunkiss? Like, anytime somebody give me a Jaguar-esque or Jaguar-like, I know to step my ass back and be like, I'm gonna take a step back. And that's probably what Lovely T did. She was like, ooh, I'm gonna step back. But I'm gonna try to find that interview and I'll link it in the description after the video. But if you just listen to Star Marie, it was a lot of double speak, and like she's kind of all over the place. And like listening to her, it's like, I don't know if I would have believed this lady. Now, when she initially did the interview 4 years ago, maybe she was on her shit and she was more like aware of what she was saying, but it's some kind of disconnect there. And I don't think I would have jumped at that story and been like, I would have did the interview or whatever, and then, let it be. And then if they say, hey, can you take that shit down? I would have took it down. And the reason why is because Star Marie was really going back on a lot of stuff that she was saying. And also, after Star Marie did the Tasha K interview, she also wanted to go on Queen Radio, Nicki Minaj radio show, and team up with Nicki Minaj. And it was a lot of clout chasery going on. So knowing that, I would have been like, I'm going to back up. This is why I don't like to partner with YouTubers to take down other YouTubers. It gets wonky. I can't trust somebody I don't know. You know what I mean? Let me try to read a few comments. You never know how it's going to turn out. Always be cautious and stay back, period. Yes. Choose wisely. That's a nice name. I like that. Star Marie started this entire thing. Craziest part about all of this is that most folks fail to remember this. Yes, Star Marie started all of this. TK knows what goes around comes back around. Yeah, Star Marie. And Star Marie tried to pull on the heartstrings. She tried to do, we don't like to protect Black women and we should have protected. No, that had nothing to do with you saying the girl had, the peas. Pass the peas like we used to do, and put her in front of peas. And you know what I'm saying, right? Pass the peas. You said the girl had passed the peas and had to take monostat and all this other stuff. Like, come on now. When you say shit like that, you're asking for this. Star Marie out in Africa living her best life while Tasha took, right. Now Tasha said a few months ago that the girl was in New York, but I also heard that Star Marie is living out the country. Like she's nowhere to be found. It seemed like Star Marie said a whole lot of nothing. I can't figure out the parts that Cardi said were lies. Well, they did blood work, so she proved that she didn't have a, the STD and stuff like that. So, it was a lot of stuff she said. And again, the interview, I'm pretty sure there's somebody who probably got the old interview somewhere in the back channel or something like that. But I've never been able to actually find the interview. Even before Tasha took it down, I wasn't able to like really find it. Like YouTube really suppressed that video in the algorithm, and all you see are people recaps and shit like that. I'd never actually seen the actual video. What's up, Ginger Bear? Thank you for being here. Allegedly, we ain't trying to get sued. Allegedly, yeah. And so just knowing how Star Marie double speaks, Jaguar-esque, backtracks a lot of the shit she say, was trying to clout chase and go on Queen Radio and link up with Nicki. Nicki didn't want no part of that. And that's smart on Nicki. Nicki was all like, whoa, like I ain't trying to do all that. You know what I mean? Right. Tasha never took it down. Right. Because definitely she would have had something and she was all like, hey, this girl said it. I just conducted the interview. But then it was like, and Tasha even mentioned this in her live. She was all like, you know what? At the time the girl was pregnant. She was going through things with Offset. She was like, I didn't have to go in as hard as I do. And, it's weird because you get these moments with Tasha where she's human, right? And she just shooting the shit and she just being honest about who she is. And like, that's the Tasha that has the heart. Now, I don't know what happens when she starts drinking her wine and she just goes on a tangent and you just are like, damn, Tasha, you ain't had to say all that. Right, Cammy? You ain't got to say all that. That's when you just be like, And then also, I don't know about the beer bottle thing. That story, I don't think Star Marie said that. I think that was something I don't know about the beer bottle story. Like I was listening and I was like, beer bottle, like what? And then I remember like, oh, I heard something about it. Her page on Facebook? Wait, her page is open. She went back to Atlanta, bought a house, and living nice. Oh, okay. She in Atlanta right now. Every day she posts her travels in Africa. She is a science teacher, high school now. Oh, congratulations to her. Look at her. Like, damn, Tasha. Everybody put hashtag damn Tasha. Like, that's all I gotta say. Damn Tasha. Oh man. Why didn't you go the Star Marie route? And that brings me to my other point. Like, Tasha and Cardi are fighting each other, right? But really, they should be going after Star Marie. Like, they both should join forces and be like, let's air this out. I think that would have been a better route than what they're doing now, fighting each other, talking about cheating and husbands and all this shit. I'm just like, and now the girl got a house in Atlanta, science teacher, living her best life. We don't know anything about her. Like I said, she came on the internet, after the case and stuff like that, did an interview, and then she left again. But like I said, if you guys listen to that interview, it just seemed like it was a lot of double speak, and I was all like, nah, I wouldn't have trusted. Kind of just like Genesis. Shout out to the hospital picture crew. Wouldn't have trusted. Am I going to drop the link? Yeah, I'll drop the link. Yeah. Yes, and make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Curiosity. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as well. She was getting popped today. I don't know. I think Jag held her own. I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion right now. But yeah, you guys, that's all I had to say about that one. And then let me go ahead and move on. So shout out to Kulu. So Kulu had Jag and Nicole on his channel, right? If you remember yesterday, Jag was calling out Nicole, saying she's a liar and all this stuff. And shout out to Nicole. I've talked to her plenty of times in the DM and stuff like that. But Jag ended up going on Kulu's channel, and then Nicole popped up. And so basically what Jag was saying is that Nicole's a liar. Her play brother or whatever, not her blood brother, her play brother, does wanted to help her, and Nicole was lying, and basically she was trying to sabotage her brother, from helping her get out of jail and all this stuff. Now, here's my thing with Jag. If this is true, what's up, Miss ATL Stan? If this is true, right, that Nicole kept you and your brother from helping you out and stuff like that, I don't think that's true. And this is why. If somebody wanted to help you, it doesn't matter what the next person tells me, if they tell me yes or no. It don't matter. It does not matter what they told me. I'm going to help you. So if Nicole has that much power over your brother, that's not on Nicole. You got to take that up with your brother. If your brother wanted to help you, he could have helped you. Since he did not want to help you, you got to take that up with him, Jack. That's not her fault. If anything, Nicole couldn't convince no one not to deal with you or not to mess with you. And Nicole was right to say, hey, don't trust those YouTubers that she's working with. She was warning him, She had every right to say that. Now, granted, Jag was eating Nicole up. And here's the thing about Nicole. Nicole, when you click on these panels, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. You wasn't ready because Jaguar is a lion and you a little cub. Jaguar is a lion. She overtalks everybody. She controls the conversation. So you had to be ready with that fire. You didn't have that fire. Jag kind of ate you up, Nicole. I got to admit it. Jag ate you up a little bit. She ate you up. She ate you up. You let that lady eat you up like that. You got to come back for round 2, round 3, round 4. You got to get her ass next time, Nicole. Shout out to Nicole. I'm so confused. We all could have helped her. Every content creator called the jail every day. You're right. Exactly. Everybody was calling the police every day and stuff like that. If he wanted to help her, he could have helped her. Nicole did not do anything to convince him not to help you or anything like this, you know? She did not do anything. For those of you who don't know who Nicole is her former friend that used to be cool with her back in the day and stuff like that. And like Jag was like airing out everything. And granted, I don't know if it's true or not, but Jag was all like, yeah, and you was trying to work with Chris Brown and da da da. You was trying to do this, and I connected you with these people. And then Nicole was all like, well, I connected you with these people because I'm known politically around the like, y'all, it was a mess. It was entertaining as hell, but it was a mess, y'all. It was a mess, but I loved every minute of it. I can't lie. I loved every minute of it. I think it would have been like, I know Kulu had jumped down because he was like, let the women fight and stuff like that. But I think Kulu should have stayed up there so he can moderate and be like, okay, Jag, you go. Okay, Nicole, you respond, and kind of do it like that. Granted, everybody loves the shit show, but I feel like sometimes we want to find out like what's the actual issue. You know what I mean? We, at the same token, we want to know the actual issue so we can get the resolution, because we didn't get left with any resolution. It was just a whole bunch of yelling and stuff like that. So that would be my only critique to Kulu, is like, I think he should have stayed up there and like moderated and like be like, okay, you do this. Okay, is this your problem? Is this what, just so that we have that open communication and everybody's able to, hear each side. At least for me as a viewer. Exactly. Nobody can control herself to mute. I know. That is true. It's hard trying to rein, because basically you'll ask Jag a question and she'll overtalk you and be talking about the stars and the moon. And you're like, Jag, that's not what I was talking about. That's not what I asked you, you know? No, Nunya, I don't know what you're talking. No, I thought you asked me who Nicole was. No, I didn't. I did answer your question. Um. Oh wait, why? Why my video got a Coviano warning? Did we say the C word here? Oh, hold on. Hold up, y'all. I think it said the C word on here. Like it had the oh, and make sure you guys hit that like button. But it had the C word on here, the Coviano warning. It said something about the CDC or something. I don't think we said anything bad. I hope we didn't. Nunya, Jack's friend from back in the day, a bunch of pics of them. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you, Patricia. What's up, Nikwa? Thank you for being here. Okay, she says she's in the bushes. Okay, is Stephanie still here? I went ahead and dropped the link, Stephanie. Let me pin it up to the top. Pin. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but I think it's very awkward because everybody comes out the woodworks and stuff like that when it comes to Jag, and it's all like, okay, why didn't y'all warn us that this lady was crazy? Nobody started their own channel. It was all like, hey, this lady is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Y'all better be warned about her, because it's all like, they kind of come, just like back in 2020, they kind of came like after the fact, and maybe they didn't know she was on YouTube. Like a lot of people, that's why y'all don't know who like maybe like Wisdom or Nicole is, because y'all all weren't here at that time. A lot of the people like we know the characters and stuff like that, and they're real cool people. Like I like them. Like there's nobody who I kind of look at and be like, I don't know about you. Like for the most part, they seem all cool. But at the same token, it's like these are women who are business women. They're in the entertainment field. Like they're out here really doing some big shit. I think, in total, like, thank you for warning us about Jag, but I would say go ahead and handle y'all business. Go ahead and handle y'all business and what y'all doing. In real life. Do not worry about saving us, because at the end of the day, people are not going to listen. And I would hate for y'all, just like now, getting caught up in all this bullshit, because at the end of the day, people are just going to use you for numbers. Like, get away from here. Nicole is an amazing woman. She's like I said, she's in the entertainment business. I'm not going to name drop and do things, but this woman is really out here. So I just feel like, escape and avoid all that. Let me let Stephanie up here. What's up, Stephanie? Hello?
Hey, man. Hey, I'm here. I'm here.
What the hell? I'm like, hello?
Hello. Hey, cuz.
How you doing?
Can you hear me, cuz?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Now, I gotta talk my ish about Cardi B and Tasha K. You know how I feel about the suit. You know how I've always felt about the suit. Because
right.
I feel like, and I don't know if Olga just didn't. I don't know how good of a lawyer is. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what her strategy was. Okay, I don't know if she just doesn't do these things very often or what. But the thing
she was a criminal attorney.
She is, and so am I. But I know, like, I know what I would have done. And like, the thing is I think we've talked about this, and I think really, there's a certain doctrine, if you will, in defamation law that says, like, if a person has such a reputation that essentially their real reputation, based on facts not alleged to be defamatory, is of such a disreputable character to begin with, that really you can't defame them any longer. And I think the things that we know about Cardi B that she's admitted to mostly are, for the most part, are far worse than anything Tasha K alleged. We know that Cardi B wore that hat. The hat that is, they're common. The hats that were a part of, I think, where she's from. She's from Brooklyn or the Bronx. The hats are certain. They're a criminalized entrepreneurial street organization. That does business out there. On the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Are you saying her being a part of a gang and stuff like that?
Yes,
Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
She
okay.
said that
just say it more straightforward for us.
Well, I mean, I'm trying not to get you in trouble. I'm trying not to get you in trouble, okay? And I don't like that word because it has sort of connotations. Black people are in gangs, white people are in the mafia. So I just call them criminalized street organizations, okay? And entrepreneurial organizations, and so she was in one of those. She was a hat. She talked about how one of her homeboys made her a hat. There was another star in Cardi B's life named Star Brim. Star Brim was in the penitentiary for attacking the. She was arrested in 2020 as part of that attack of the strippers at that club, right? She ordered the attack. Star Brim ordered that attack. She was one of Cardi's best friends. That attack was allegedly because of Cardi B, because those strippers looked at Offset like he was partying. She was partying. They were partying with him or whatever. I don't think that's what happened. I think those strippers had a whole bunch of them, 10-cent pieces and dropped them all over the place. That's what I think happened. There's information being exchanged, if you feel me, because a bunch of men don't go out and beat up a bunch of women. That just doesn't happen. That's not how things work.
Are you talking about cocaine?
No. They knew about some things. That's what I think. Because those women don't typically get beat up in those kind of organizations. They don't. The women go beat up women. Men don't go beat up women. And so I think it was far worse of an ordeal.
To not.
Yeah, I think it was far worse of an ordeal than just them partying with Offset and Cardi B getting mad and Star Brim ordered a hit. That's just not. I don't think that's what happened. So we got that. We got the fact that Cardi B admitted to being a hat. we got her infamous Instagram story or live where she talked about trick rolling. So I don't care if Tasha K said she was a woman of the night. That don't matter. I think trick rolling is far worse because you rob them. She was talking about drugging and robbing men. And that's trick rolling.
But
That's what I mean
do
by
you
trick
think
rolling.
that when Cardi, asked her, or through her lawyers asked her to take it down and stop it, she should have stopped it?
Should have. I think there was a lot of behind these cases going to trial that were for media attention and
Mhm.
getting their names out in the press to a larger audience. I don't understand why these cases didn't settle. Most cases do settle. Most cases like this don't go to trial.
Well, Tasha didn't want to settle. You have to remember that, Stephanie. Like, Cardi kept asking her, and she actually wanted to settle with her, and Tasha didn't. First, it started with the "I wipe my ass" with the cease and desist, and then they had the mitigation, not mitigation. What's the word? Where arbitration, and then once they couldn't settle on that, then it went to court. Right, Alana. It didn't settle because Tasha continued to slander her name, and Cardi told her to stop. Stephanie, are you still there? Oh, maybe it's me. Okay, it was her. Okay. I thought it was me. Put a one in the chat if you guys can still see and hear me. I was all like, oh shoot, maybe it's me. Right, the longer it went on. And yeah, okay, I'm still here. Okay, yeah. And technically, we all know, you guys, at the end of the day, this was going to be something like, yo, I got into a lawsuit with Tasha. I mean, I got into a lawsuit with Cardi. I'm speaking from Tasha's standpoint. This is going to raise my profile, which it did, but to what extent? Like I said, it's still that component with Star Marie. What's up, Miss Purple? It's still that component with Star Marie. Like, when she avoided and hid and didn't want to get served, I would have kind of like, huh. Because my thing is, if you stand on the truth and you stand on what you say, you're not worried about nobody suing you or coming back at you. You're not worried about that. If you tell them the truth, you tell them the truth. But if you just putting bullshit out there because the girl got you jumped and all that stuff, then yeah, you know. Um okay, here's Stephanie. Okay. Are you back?
See, I thought it was you that had the internet problems. I guess Starbreeze ordered the hit on my internet.
Yeah, she ordered the hit on you. So did you hear any of that?
Oh.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I had an echo. Sorry about that.
Okay, did you hear any of the stuff I was saying or no?
Nah, Starbreeze got my internet. So now I didn't hear it. But I just wanted to say one more thing that
Okay.
was about I don't want to get you in trouble. I think talking about the peas was maybe the thing that caused the CDC warning to come up, maybe.
Oh, I didn't think about that, huh?
The spots on Cardi B's lips. I think that's what Tasha was saying was the issue, right? It was on her mouth, right? I think so, because she would put those pictures up and point to them, didn't she?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she did do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, here's the thing. That is caused by the P simplex 1, right? Not the other one that caused by the intimate experience. That type 1 is usually contracted in childhood, and it's contracted most of the time from an adult, like kissing on you.
Stephanie, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Stephanie, when she was talking about the peas, we know which one she was talking about. She was not talking about the lip initially.
Well,
come on now. Come on, Stephanie.
But I
Stephanie.
think Tasha, no,
Stephanie.
because of
Stephanie.
defamation,
Stephanie.
because in a defamation suit, things can't be implied. They have to be the thing that was actually said, not the thing that was implied. Okay. And the thing that Tasha said, from what I can remember, I watched all these videos. I saw them all myself. She was pointing to her mouth, and the thing was, it's like half the population on this earth has that. Half of them. That's cold sores. All she's got is a cold sore. And Tasha, she won $4 million from Tasha K saying she had cold sores. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's not, I mean, that
Bye,
doesn't make
Stephanie.
sense.
Bye.
Bye. Cause I'm right. Don't Google it don't look on the internet. See, the CDC says what I'm saying.
So the monostat was for her lips?
No, I think she said the monostat was for a I think Star Marie said the monostat was for like a yeast infection that she couldn't cure. That was kind of gross, honestly. But I don't think I don't think Cardi B.
Oh, I didn't even know. Oh my god.
Seriously, but like, because I watched that interview and she was saying like, Cardi B would not like wear like panties and stuff because she was like trying to air shit out or air her things out, her body part out. It was crazy. No, no, I'm not. Yeah, I say Leia M agrees with me. See, Leia M agrees with me. These are facts. Facts on facts. 5011 facts.
Right. Facts. Yeah.
So, don't look. I'm telling you. I mean, look at, we call it cold sores. That's what it's typically called, but that's what that is. That's that virus. It just is.
Right, right. It's a form of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what Tasha said Cardi had. And, she might have been implying more, but you can't sue someone for what's implied. It has to be the statements themselves. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just, and then the whole infection thing was kind of like, that was a little bit, yeah, I mean, that would just kind of made things look like she wasn't taking care of herself and stuff. But like, I don't think Tasha got sued over that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's up on Pacer or not, but I think like one day we should take a look at it and like actually see what everything that was included in there, because because there's a lot of things that Tasha will say, like, there was a lot of evidence that wasn't put in there, and then it was like what she was actually suing her for, and yeah.
Maybe the judge didn't allow her defense.
Who's calling you a B? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, maybe they didn't let Tasha K put on a defense of, defamed character.
Oh.
Ongoing
1,300. Oh, we'll just speculate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Princess. We'll just speculate at this point.
Too broad. But I mean, we can look at the petitions, because all the claims that Cardi B made were in the petition. That's all they have to prove is what's in the petition. So we can just take a look at what she alleged were defamatory and go from there. But yeah, I mean, that's what I remember, looking at the trial and like looking at, the different news articles and stuff about it. It was like 3 big things that I thought were kind of minor compared to what we already know about Cardi. You know what I mean? And and it just kind of like, I don't think anything we know about Cardi, except her being a trick roller, is really all that bad. But trick rolling is unforgivable in my book, because that screws up the game for everybody. But
okay, I respect that. No, I think it is bad. Yeah. So I just never thought that any of this was worth a hill of beans, But I think Cardi went to court every day looking pretty, looking nice, looking soft, and Tasha K went into court looking like, and she. Well, Olga was her lawyer. That was the part. Yeah. That was the thing.
Yeah, and I mean, Tasha K went in there looking like. I always tell my clients, don't look like you're outraged to be in court. Don't look like you're entitled to not be in court. Don't look like,
Mm.
you want to look like you're like uh you want to look like you're a little mouse being played with a big cat. That's how you want to look. You don't want to look outraged. You don't want to look entitled. And I think like Tasha felt like, she came in there looking like how do I say this? Like she was right, and you just can't go in
Yeah,
there like
well, she
getting
believed
very,
that she was right. That was the
yeah,
point. She believed
yeah,
that.
like you just can't come in there.
Um,
You can't go in there looking self-righteous. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't go in there looking
right,
self-righteous because the jury's gonna hate you.
right. All right,
Yeah,
Stephanie, I'm gonna go ahead and let Sun Kiss up here. She's been waiting for a minute. Thank you for coming up, cuz
of
I
course,
appreciate
Chris.
it.
All
All
right,
right,
bye
have a
bye.
good one. Okay, let me get Sun Kiss. What's up, Sun Kiss? How you doing?
Good. How are you, AT?
Good, good. Go ahead, sound off.
Listen, I was just saying that I was thinking with Tasha. First of all, Star Marie, that she was very savvy because the way that she weaved that and got off, and now all of a sudden she teaching. Hey, listen, she I
She a
need to
science teacher? Like,
listen. She need to be schooling
listen.
us on some things. I'm like, okay, if you can weave $1 million lawsuit, several $1 million, and be able to just be in a house and chilling and teaching kids and your reputation is good. I said, no, she need to be schooling me. I need to be Googling her. So I was like, okay. But my thing is, Tasha, I'm not saying that she's my favorite because she's not. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, okay?
Uh-huh.
However, I like to try to keep the scales balanced and just look at it this way. When it comes back to the interview she had with Star Marie, Star Marie is the catalyst of all of that smoke, okay? And yet Tasha's is catching the brunt end of that, and
Mm-hmm.
she's still dealing with that. Now, with her lying and carrying that out, when it came down to the smoke of, okay, this is what's going on, back off. Tasha should have backed down, because then her ego kicked in and she continued. She did. She should have just stopped right there when she had a chance. But the thing is,
Right.
she didn't germinate that. She didn't start it to grow. Star Marie did that, and Tasha
Mm-hmm.
caught the smoke. Even down to today, when it comes to what's his name, Offset,
Offset,
with
yeah.
yes, with this porn star and him cheating.
Corn,
And
corn.
oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. With the corn, yeah, the corn star. All of this going on, she started. She's the catalyst of this. And who's catching the heat? Tasha.
Tasha.
And everybody's dragging Tasha with people saying, oh, her husband on his birthday, he didn't want to be with her. Ah, dogging her. Here's the thing. Tasha is not everybody's favorite, but we got to give her accolades. The girl is Trent. This is what she does.
Right.
It's not like she's Martha Stewart and then she came up with these stories and all of a sudden she's out of her genre and everybody should beat her up. No, she does gossip. And
Right. This is what she does.
she's doing what she does, and she's pretty good at it because she's trending all the time. And y'all want to
Mm-hmm.
dog her for it. And then a minute, like everybody was dogging Wendy for doing what she does. And what she did at one point. Now that she's not doing it, everybody said, we miss Wendy. We miss what do y'all want? What do you want? And so, but the thing
I,
is,
I agree with you.
you
We
understand what
love
I'm
the
saying?
best.
We want the best. And the minute they sit down, it's like, okay, let's beat up on her ex-husband for making her sick, driving her the drinking and making her sick, and and that's what you get for her and Kevin and his side chick driving her to drinking. How dare you? Okay, no, look, wait, let's go back, because before it got to the point to her going back to drinking, y'all hated her guts. Which is it? Because when Tasha's doing her job, y'all want to drag her for the filth. Go to the nucleus of it. It was Star Marie that started it, and y'all beating up on Tasha. Now
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing: Tasha not paying my bills at this
Right.
point. She probably couldn't at this point, anyways. But even if she can, she's not paying my bills. But I'm just saying, let's
Yeah.
look at the whole picture here. Even with the
Yeah.
corn star, The corn star is the one started this. She decided to get up out of her bed and air Offset up. Look at dog Offset. And if you want to dog anybody, Cardi's the one putting up with it. So
Right.
but y'all want to dog Tasha, it's her job to air this stuff out. Yet everybody's the one that's giving her the internet.
Yeah, that's true. It is her, you know, it is on the other people. However, I think what it is that because Tasha is always going, because she's the vehicle to get this information out, it's always going to be on her. Just like, you know, going back with the Star Marie, just like I said, how Star Marie was like backtracking and stuff like that, and she double speaks a lot. Like, I kind of would, it's kind of, okay, just like we said, Tasha even said, Star Marie is like Jaguar Wright. Knowing the stories that Jaguar Wright say, you know, you'd be like, okay, there's a little bit of truth in what she's saying. But then she goes on these tangents. You're going like, I don't think I agree with that. And just knowing how the girl basically just disappeared off the face of the earth, I would have definitely been like, okay, maybe we need to think and pull back a little bit. But Tasha just kept it up and she just kept on going with it. Like,
you're right.
At the same time, you know, it is on Tasha. Even though right now we blame Star Marie, and Star Marie is definitely the catalyst and she is the bad guy, Tasha went along with it.
And that's true. Now, here's the thing. Although everyone knows that, like you said, she's like the Jaguar, but everyone knows how Jaguar is. But how many people has had Jaguar on their platform and continues to do it whenever it's something?
You know, I had her on here. Yeah. I said a lot because I've even had her on here. Yeah.
Yeah, and people still continue to feed that beast. So my thing is, but if Tasha does it, who can blame Tasha for doing it? Not to say that it's okay. Please hear me when I say that. I'm not saying that it's okay, because Tasha should have backed off, because look what it has gotten her. It's never okay to do that, because it's going eventually you're going to get bit in the butt 4 million times. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, she's no different from anybody else. It's even with what's his name, Offset constantly cheating. It's going to eventually catch up with a person, and eventually him constantly cheating is going to eventually catch up with him in a bad way, worse than what it is today. So what I'm saying is, Tasha just better at it than other people. Not too good, because it's $4 million, lawsuit, but she's still making it work. So and this is what I really believe. This could be like a little twist, and I'll say this much. I think Tasha's feeding, she's baiting, and I could be terribly wrong.
I think I know where you're going. Keep going.
I think she's baiting, what's her name, Cardi B, so that she can say, $4 million later, here you go, thank you for paying yourself back. She's going to trend, keep poking her so that she can say, here you go, here's your check, thank you for getting upset and being thin-skinned, and here go your check, thank you for acting, so you paid yourself back.
Because she even said that yesterday Tasha had put on her IG like, oh, I got more of an exclusive on Offset and his cheating, blah, blah, blah. And she said, go to Tasha K Live. Free promo. Everybody's going to go to Tasha K Live to figure out what else, Offset did and stuff like that. It's very smart.
Listen, you love her or hate her, the girl is good at marketing. The girl is a very savvy business person. Be it her husband, or whoever she has on her team, they're good at what they're doing. Now, Cardi I don't know who's on her team, but she might want to listen to whoever's on her team. And
Cardi has to stop responding. That's the major thing. She has to stop responding. Sunkiss, I'm gonna let you go ahead and respond to this, and then I'm gonna let the next person on. Jessica said, I think the difference is Tasha didn't keep allowing that girl on to tell the story out of her mouth. She took it upon herself to carry it on out of her own mouth, which transferred the responsibility to her. Yes, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that.
I love that. Now, here's the thing, like a lot of times we may say we're paraphrasing, and now we're talking about Star Marie, correct? Is that what the young lady's saying?
Yeah. So basically, Star Marie was the catalyst, and she was the one who said it. But then Tasha took it upon herself and then took it to the next level. Like, she was the one regurgitating the stuff.
And
that was like the difference.
That's a good. Now, I love whoever that is. I love what she's saying because here's the thing: Tasha is good at being taking things and paraphrasing it, but embellishing so that the story can be that much more. And listen, she's into entertaining. Tasha's very good at entertaining. That's what she does. That's why she's into the whole. Now she's taking her comedy on the road now because she's good at entertaining. She will have you cracking up laughing.
She's definitely an entertainer. Like I said, she knows how to carry and create storylines. Like you gotta give Tasha K a respect, you know. And you know, this is no sweat. This is just conversation and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nothing personal. I don't too much like Star Marie, but you know, it's nothing personal. Like I said, if you went and did, and then all of a sudden you want to move to Atlanta and shit, nah, I don't have no respect for you.
Yeah,
stand on your shit.
There you go. And that's a good point that the young lady said. So here's the thing. Tasha told it in her way, but look where it got her. She tried to embellish to boost it up to get more views, clicks and views for more money, but it ended up taken out of her pocket eventually. So clearly it ended up being some lies, and it didn't pay off in the end. No pun intended, but you know.
Right. You know, thank you, Sunkist, for coming up. I appreciate you.
Okay. Have a good one now.
You too. Bye. Stephanie, I need you to come back up because I want you to explain the slap law. And do they not have that in Atlanta? I know they have that here in Cali, but do they not have it in Atlanta? Can you explain the slap law? And then I'm gonna let the next couple of people come on too. What's up, Uncle Charles? How you doing?
Man, what's up, A2K calling, man? Man, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Tasha K, I want her to hear what the hell I'm saying. Go ahead and pay Cardi B her goddamn money. See, you what I want to know is, A2, now, with all this she got, with all that she do, then everybody miss. She's a common drunk. Let me tell you something. How in the hell can you drink the inside of a bottle to the outside? How the hell can you do that? How the hell can you do that? How the hell can you peel on yourself and then go outside and draw off? How the hell can you do that? You're a stone cold drunk. I don't know nobody that can't give you gospel and they ass a drunk. My great uncle, he stayed drunk and he stayed loud. You knew when his ass was coming too, because you can hear him clean down the damn street. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Like Jaguar. Everybody talking about Jaguar, but have Jaguar did the basic things to live? You on the internet more than you take a damn bath. Let me tell you something. When you on the internet more than you take a bath, your ass is in trouble. I'm telling you that right now. You are in trouble, goddammit, you in trouble. Let me tell you something, man. I don't care what nobody said. Everybody want to get into Offset, cheating on Cardi B. I know anybody with a weird name like that. You got to know he cheating on this woman. Let me tell you something. I know a dude up the street right now. His name is One Time, and he cheated on his wife one time. And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, A2. I appreciate you. Man, let me tell you something. Put that damn ball down, because this is what's going to happen. In the end, and it will end, and you'll be broadcasting behind a damn stove with a bunch of bombs back there, actually you hit that corner. No, you hit that corner. I don't know where your lips been. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and it will come to an end. Because one day I know we'll get rid of everything you got. That damn whiskey bottle. That will take everything you got. I guarantee that. And I appreciate you, A2. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Uncle Charles. I always love when you come up here and give us the real. I love Uncle Charles. He is awesome. Like, yo, he cracks me up every time he comes on. Let me let Nadi up here. What's up, Nadi? How you doing?
Uncle Charles, not the bottle inside out.
He took the bottle inside out. I'm gonna use that. You drinking the bottle
inside out. I love it. Hey, AT2, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for being here. Go ahead, sound off.
So, Tasha K, she know how to blow up the internet when she wants to. You got to give credit where credit is due. And she said, I'll do you one better. You gonna pay your own bill, okay? And I'm gonna drag you and your cheating husband every time.
Right.
I think when it really got serious between Cardi and Tasha K is when Tasha K kids kind of got threatened, and that's when she was just like, F it. You know what I mean? Because, like, don't come for my kids. You the main one on the internet. Like, don't talk about my daughter. You was throwing shoes at the Met Gala and everything, right? Over your kid and stuff like that. But Cardi, she need to stop responding, but Tasha knows what nerve to hit with Cardi to make her ignite, and that's exactly look at the train wreck Tasha K caused just from her Twitter rants. She she dragged so many people along the way. There was no casualties left. Okay,
Yeah.
so she's like, boom. But guess what? She's trending. Everybody's
Yeah.
coming over to her app.
And you know, I was so confused how she added Storm into there because I didn't think Storm said anything. Like, did he say something recently?
I just think she gave Storm a love tap.
Because I thought when she said, yeah, come to my Twitter might get shut down. I went there and I'm thinking like, oh, it probably is like some more Cardi B Offset stuff. I went there and I was like, oh, God, oh
yeah, it was a massacre. It was a massacre. Like Armand, Storm. But I like the way Storm spent it. And guess what? He got subscribers off of it.
That was free promo for him. It got people to subscribe and everything like that. So, I mean, it worked in his favor. Thank you, Robin's Nest. I appreciate that.
That's the mythology. Yeah, that's the mythology. She has figured out all the algorithms. She can make all the algorithms trend in one shot. So you can't be mad. That's what she does for a living. And she said that. She's like, I'm the media. Like it or not, I'm the media. And the media is going to pay her $4 million bill. Period.
Oh, okay. Carly said Storm has been hating. So you think like Carly, you think like it was just an old receipt and then she was going to get basically that's why she got him? Because like I didn't see him like I don't think he really commented on like the Cardi B and Tasha. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't think he really commented on it. So maybe it was just all like, I'm going to just tag his ass just to get him. So it could have been.
Sometimes he mentioned her here and there.
Right.
You know,
and he has been doing the whatchamacallit, the interview with Essie Berry, is that what her name is? And the whole, and then she been mentioning Tasha. Okay, I get it. Okay, Carly, you are right. I apologize, Carly. You are right about that. Okay, I see. Yep. She's like, okay, you keep saying my name, I'm gonna get your ass.
But I'm not mad at her. She gotta pay her bill one way or another, right?
Mm-hmm. And controversy sells, you know, like a lot of people be all like, why is there so much drama between YouTubers and stuff like that? We learned it from Tasha.
Yeah. Messy. We learned from the best. Yeah. You know? But as far as Offset and Cardi, I mean, he's a cheater. She's a cheater. They're in a polyamory relationship. I don't know why they just don't own it. You know what I mean? You know he's not going to be faithful. And stop crying about it and leverage your husband, man. Make your demands. Get your hush money and shut up.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would not care about what anybody says about me if they owe me $4 million. Every time, $4 million. Even Hard Inspiration said that. $4 million.
I would just let my lawyers do the talking for me, period. Like, because if you don't respond, what does she have to commentate on? Like, but she know if she go for your jugular, your marriage, you going to get unhinged. And that's what we witnessed. Right. Her being unhinged all weekend.
And like I said, it was a sore spot. And she knew if I mention this girl and her cheating husband, she gonna clap back, she gonna respond and stuff like that. And she knows the key words to get under Cardi's skin.
Seriously, in a narc, they sniff out your weaknesses. Look at how Jab operate. They love bomb you at first, smile and kiki with you until they figure out what your weakness is, and then they pounce on you.
Right. I agree with you. I agree.
Seriously. Just look at the formula. They all following it. Jag, Tasha K, they all following the same formula.
Mm-hmm. They all got the YouTube master plan. They got it.
Exactly. You know? Some are better at it than others, but you know.
Right.
We're here to watch it.
Exactly. Hey, it's giving us commentary. So you know, it works out in a way. We talking about it. This is why Tasha continues to trend, you know?
Exactly. Pay attention to her playbook, people.
Right. Well, Nadi, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you as always. And make sure you guys follow Nadi Love Movement. Like I said, she's one of the content creators I actually respect.
Thank you
so make sure you guys check her out.
You're welcome.
No problem. Let me let Stephanie up here. Hey, Stephanie, I wanted you back up here because I wanted to know, in Atlanta, do they not have that anti-slap law?
They do. They
They
do. But
do.
the
How
federal
come she
government.
couldn't use it? Or maybe Olga didn't know.
Um, no, I don't. I mean, slap is pretty easy to find and pretty easy to interpret. Um, the federal suits are not governed by slap. I think they're still trying to get a federal slap statute, but oftentimes when there's not a federal law, the state law that is uh, that wherever the state is that the federal lawsuit is being brought, sometimes will
Hmm.
adopt the state statute for use in that jurisdiction. So, like, because there was a Georgia law, the federal suit was filed in Georgia, and both parties lived in Georgia. Sometimes the federal government will apply the local statute and the federal suit. Now, I guess the reason why I would imagine the reason why SLAP didn't apply is because SLAP suits only really are anti-SLAP suits when you defend yourself with the anti-SLAP statute. So just so everybody can, this kind of will help make sense of this. SLAP
Yeah.
actually means it's SLAPP,
Yeah,
and
PP.
right, and it's I even forget a lot of times what this means. Strategic lawsuits against public participation. And so when you actually use a slap defense, you're using it. It's an anti-slap defense actually,
Yeah,
because
anti-slap.
right, the suit is what's called the slap suit because it's often used in well, I think to apply it to use an anti-slap defense, it has to be a matter of public concern. And so I don't think anything going on between Tasha and Cardi B would be like have significant public repercussions, right? And so like slap is often used to like a slap suit usually is used to keep people from talking about something that is of government importance or big industry importance or something that would apply to
Mm.
a large population, right?
Because I thought you use it when you're being sued for defamation or something like that. And so you would use it so then the case will get thrown out. That's not what it's for?
Well, it is for defamation suits, but it has to be something that is it basically a slap suit is trying to limit somebody's First Amendment rights or First Amendment First Amendment rights to speech, to petition, or to assemble, right? And so a lot of like I could give you an example. This is actually a really good one. When
Mm.
Oprah Remember when Oprah was sued by the cattle industry because she said that she wasn't going to eat beef because of mad cow disease at the time? I don't know if you're old
Right.
enough to remember that. I remember that. I
No,
remember
I
thinking
remember
she was.
something about that. And then
Yeah,
the National Esquire said she was pregnant too, but keep going.
yeah, but I mean, they actually the Texas Beef Association or Texas Cattle Ranchers. I can't remember what their industrial organization is, but they brought a lawsuit against Oprah for defaming the cattle industry, right,
Hmm.
and the beef industry. And so that is a matter of public concern, right? Because it's big. A lot of people eat beef. It's worldwide, but this was applied to the U.S., right? And so
Right.
that's something that she has a First Amendment right to comment on, even though it could technically be defamatory um under certain proof, but because it's a First Amendment issue, because it's a matter of public
Yeah.
concern, it's a medical issue, et cetera, she has a right to comment on that, even if in other ways it would maybe technically classically defamatory under the law.
Yeah. But
And
wouldn't
so
that be
these are
true for Tasha?
yeah, well, no, because it really just applies to Cardi B. And so, because that's more of a private matter, that's not something that really would affect like you or I, except just from a celebrity, like an interest in a celebrity standpoint. It's not really a matter of public concern what Cardi B is doing, right? And so that is where like it becomes if it's more of a private issue between two or three people or publication in a person,
Uh-huh.
then that's when the slap is not really available or anti-slap defense is not really available.
Okay.
So I think like also like Walmart, there's another good example. Walmart tried to sue a purveyor of of a website called I won't say what it is because it kind of is it's kind of a red flag word. It like plays on a red flag word. It was basically a website about how terrible Walmart is, right? And they did a lot
Hmm.
of satire, a lot of like things
Oh,
about
there are
how
probably a
badly
lot
they
of
pay their
those.
workers and stuff. And so like that was considered. Walmart tried to sue them for defamation, saying that the statements were untrue and they were asserted as facts, and that might be defamatory. But because it's a matter of public concern, because Walmart is a big company and it affects all of us, right? Then like that would be considered more of a suit where you could issue or where you could use an anti-slap defense. So
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
she wasn't. So basically, she wasn't able. I think she could. I just think Olga didn't know what she was doing.
well,
Like,
poor
let's just
Olga.
put it like that.
Poor
Olga
Olga's
didn't know
gotten
what she
kicked
was
around
doing.
so much. Poor Olga's gotten kicked around so much. I've done it
But
myself, but
But Stephanie, like, okay, so Olga, she could have said, like, Tasha, I think you want to settle, or you might want to, like, do your lawyer have to listen to, like, how do I put this? Doesn't
yeah.
your lawyer warn you, like, hey, this is not a good look?
Yes, I mean the thing is that part of your duty as a lawyer is to educate your client about the risks and reward of any kind of outcome, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, the client gets to make the decision, but also it is a wise thing for a lawyer to do to how do you say this? Ensure that your client has do what you can to influence your client to have reasonable expectations. So like you can't just let your client go in there and be like I don't even know if it's like a Tasha issue, but let's say like you had a little fender bender, right? Like I hit your car and I was at fault.
Mm-hmm.
But if you went in there thinking like you are say you weren't hurt, your car wasn't damaged, but your lawyer, like you think you're gonna go in and win $1 million for this little fender bender. Your lawyer has a duty to tell you like you ain't gonna win no $1 million, right? And so
Right.
at the end of the day, you can still say, no, we're gonna go to court and sue because I want my $1 million. And your lawyer could just be there like going like, hey buddy, okay, and then I mean, because you get to call the shots.
Right. But do
So
lawyers like to lose?
no, 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 no.
Then why wouldn't Olga be like, girl, we're about to lose?
Yeah, okay, she might have. She might have, she might have.
Okay.
Yeah. She might have tried to persuade Tasha to settle. She might have persuaded Tasha halfway through the trial to settle. She might have tried to tell her to settle right before the jury came back. I mean, she might have, but at the end of the day, the client calls the shots. In spite of what their lawyer says, you have to roll with it, even if it's. I mean, literally, even if it's their life on the line. Like, say somebody is possibly up for the ultimate penalty, right? Like in a criminal case, like they're up for the ultimate penalty, and you're like,
you know what? Couture Bay brings up a good point. Olga saw Cardi as a dumb rapper. Like she probably didn't think Cardi like had any kind of know-it-all or had a team. But I would figure anybody with that kind of money would be able to get the best lawyers. And I'm not saying Olga is cheap because obviously, Tasha listed her on their bankruptcy, so obviously Olga ain't cheap. But I would think like, okay, I'm having these high power attorneys and it's just like little old me. Well, she had another guy. I forgot what the other guy name. It was somewhat S. If somebody can put it in the chat, but had another guy there. But I would definitely be all like, maybe this is a little out of my league, but
right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she did, or maybe she thought maybe she just couldn't get Tasha to say like to agree on a settlement. Maybe she couldn't. I mean, because I do criminal law, like, there are times when we might be thinking like my client is about to literally risk their life, like in a state where like Texas, where like it is, your client, if they commit, like if they delete somebody, they could be up for the ultimate penalty, right? And you could be like, they got all this evidence, dude, and they're offering you life. Take the life, because otherwise you are up for the ultimate penalty. We are not going to win this case. If your client says, look, I don't care, they're never going to convict me, I ain't going to get the ultimate penalty, we're going to go in there and win this thing. That's not me on that video. Those are not my fingerprints, and they did not find that gun on me. And so you got to walk in there and be like, hey, my client is making a terrible mistake, but I still got to fight my ass off. And they get to call the shots, even if it's a really, 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 woof, you know, like a case that, or a trial that you don't want your client to do. You're worried, you're scared, but you still got to go in there and act like you're going to win.
Right. And one more thing before I answer this question. Technically, Cardi does not have to be the smart one. That's why she pays the lawyers. But Jenny's comment right here, she said, "Can Stephanie comment on the upcoming Michael Jackson trial? Do you know anything about that or no?"
I heard a little bit about it today that they did not dismiss it based on an anti-SLAPP defense. I think it was an anti-SLAPP defense that they tried to assert, that Michael Jackson's estate tried to assert. I think. I could be wrong about that, so I probably shouldn't comment. But Michael Jackson is an innocent man. He was always an innocent man, and he died an innocent man. And Ray Robinson is not being truthful. You could tell from the Leaving Neverland documentary that he was not told the truth.
Yeah, and the Leaving Neverland wasn't like that disputed, like the claims and stuff like that. I remember that. That's why they don't play it anymore, because there were claims that were disputed in there. So that was another thing.
And HBO signed a non-disparagement agreement with the estate to not assert anything as fact that would be disparaging. And they went ahead and did it. I mean, the entire thing was disparaging. And there was a lot of problems, not only with the things that were said, but also the way it was written and shot, because they shot things over and over and over again to make it look more convincing and make it look more dramatic. And it's just like, if it's supposed to be a documentary, you ain't supposed to shoot it like it's a film and call cut.
Right, it was shot like a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I just can't with those two. I don't. Right. Not come off credible in that documentary. Wade Robinson was Michael Jackson's biggest fan. He loved Michael Jackson until Michael Jackson was gone, and then all of a sudden his entire identity has become a victim of Michael Jackson. That's all
Right. And I think because he ain't getting no more jobs, it's convenient for him. That's what I honestly think. But I wanted to talk about Jessica's comment. Damn it, I should have pinned it. But she had said basically, because we're talking about Star Marie, how Star Marie basically dodged the bullet and Tasha K took it for her, right? Yeah. Jessica had said, and let me paraphrase, and Jessica, if you can put it one more time, she basically said, the problem is that Tasha K, like the girl who said it, that was one thing, but then Tasha K carried on the story, and that was really the problem.
I agree. If Tasha K had kept framing it as, former associates and friends said this and that and other,
and she kept pushing it.
Yeah, she might have been able to get away with saying that other people said this, but she started saying that it was true because other people said it, and that was a wrong turn there, definitely.
Right. And because like a lot of YouTubers were nervous, like, damn, we're all gonna get sued and stuff like that. But that was the major piece right there. Tasha then took the story and started pushing it and was all like, yeah, I know this, and because I talked to this person, that person. Yeah. But like I said, Star Marie, and Tasha said this herself, is very Jaguar-esque. Like, I would never take one of Jaguar's story and be all like, oh yeah, I know this is true because Jaguar said it.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is you could say sources report, Jaguar Wright has said, so-and-so and so-and-so has said this about this person. But the difference is coming out and saying it like, I can't even think of it, but whatever, like Star Marie, I'm not even saying like Star Marie said it, but it is that this way, and not if you preface things with sources are claiming, or if former associates have said, that could cast it in a way in which you are not, as the source, saying it's fact. As the publication, you're not saying it's fact. Yeah.
Right. And the whole, I ain't taking nothing down. I said what I said. I think when we look at it, it was the extra stuff. It wasn't necessarily the stories, because Tasha didn't make that up. Like, the girl said it, but to push it, that's where, it came. And again, like, this is not blaming Tasha or anything like that. I'm just saying Star Marie got off easy, and definitely she should have went down. That's it.
Yeah. But
at least I'm saying that.
I think Tasha K is more like the golden goose because what has Starbury got to be suing over? Probably not a lot, and that's the thing.
Right. Just
Most
the default judgment. That was it.
right, and most middle class people don't have a lot to take. I mean, what are you going to take? There's a homestead exemption. You ain't going to get their house. I mean, it's most people are not worth suing unless they have some kind of insurance policy or something. And so like I don't think Starbury would have been worth it, but Tasha K at least had some money, as we're seeing, or some way to be able to pay it. Starbury just would have been the dry hole, so yeah.
Yeah. I guess I have one more question. So if you're never served, you can end up still getting a default judgment?
No.
Okay. Well, how did she get the default judgment on Star Marie then? If she was never served?
I don't know. I'd have to look at that. I don't know because I don't.
We'll update you guys on that one. Yeah, because I really would like to know, because that's what I was under the impression. She avoided, and then somehow they were able to get a default judgment because they weren't able to find her and stuff like that.
Well, there are alternative ways of service that typically don't require the person to acknowledge the service. And those ways can be resorted to after personal service has become, impossible, right? Like you just have to, you could say to the court, like, we've done everything we can and we can't serve this person, they're dodging. And so like an alternative form of service would be like taping it to their door, and making sure like you take a picture of it, you take a picture of the address, you gather all your evidence to show that you posted it on the right door. And that way, like, even if they never acknowledge that they got it, you can still show that to the court. And if they accept that there's been an alternative way to serve process, then you might be able to get a default judgment then.
Is this the real Jaguar Wright in the background? We don't have no time to be playing games. I hope this is the real her in the background and not like.
Cool. That would have been cool. I have questions, but yeah, you're right. I mean that you don't know with people these days. So
yeah, Stephanie, I'm gonna keep you up here because just in case like somebody try to do something. Let me see. Hello.
Hello.
Is this the real Jaguar Wright?
You know my voice, boy.
Oh, this is that. Well, what's up, Jackie?
Don't you call me that.
Okay, I'll call you Jaguar.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You came on respectful, so I'll call you Jaguar. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. We just listening to this bike. Get ready.
To the what?
To the bike. I think we're gonna take a ride tonight on some hogs.
Oh, okay. Y'all buying a bike or just renting it?
Actually, no, we're just gonna be riding with the club.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, my beloved has never really like rode in like what I call road rage. Like 15 bikes purring next to each other, going down I-20. She ain't never done that before, so I think we're gonna do that tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, Jaguar, how have you been?
I'm fucking awesome, man.
That's good to hear. Good to hear. So, you've been in like quite a few controversies and stuff like that lately.
I have?
Yeah.
Really? How? Where? What happened?
You got you a new woman. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That means a lot coming from you.
Thank you. So, I honestly, I don't care whether or not it's true love or not. However, I do want to say this. Is this a thing about making Goomba jealous or anything like that?
God, no. Why would I care about that?
Oh, so you ain't trying to go back with Goomba?
Why would I?
So if Goomba said like
beats on children and dogs, excitement.
Why did you brought it up? Let's get this shit. Let's do this. Did he delete the dog?
I'm not quite sure yet. I still haven't had a chance to make it down to Lubbock. But when
because
I do,
because
I
Jaguar, I
find
gotta
out.
call you out because you were saying it was on a beautiful ranch,
That's
and
what I was
then
told by my husband.
Dropping down
okay,
into
because
you, dropping down. I can't do that. Animal stuff. I gotta go. Nice to
oh,
meet you.
okay, um,
Yeah.
because you said it was on a beautiful ranch, and then you said he gave it to some Mexican guy, and I was like, wait,
His friend Anthony.
uh huh,
It's T.O. Thomas as anyway, um Anthony, he King was going to his friend's ranch, and then they said the man blew his brains out, and then the girlfriend ran off with the dog. I don't know. These people lie so much, but I'm gonna go down to Lubbock and find out.
yeah, and you know what the crazy part is? I'm not even a dog person, but I was all like, yo, when you were saying that he put his hands on you and stuff like that. I was kind of like, oh no. But then, like, if you would hurt an animal, that's usually how it starts. You hurt an animal and you will hurt a human being.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. Do
yeah.
you regret giving up? Do you regret, letting him handle where to put King and you rather you had did it?
Well, see, this is the thing. I bought King for him for his 36th birthday as his support animal. It was our dog, but it was his gift. I had no choice
Ooh.
to let him handle those things. If looking back now, I should have just kept the dog and took him to the ranch. Um, because the dog was on point, you know. And it still breaks my heart because I mean I got him fresh out the litter. His sisters are still in Atlanta with my brother Kilo, and we used to always get them together. And now if I go to see them, Nandi and Shuri gonna be looking for their brother, and I ain't got him. So
Ooh.
it's it's a shame that he would, but niggas gonna be niggas. So fuck it, he's a nigga. Yeah.
But I really, in all seriousness, this is me being Andre. I do hope that King is all right. I do hope that.
Oh,
No shit. Like I hope he's okay.
if he isn't all right, I'm gonna find who made him not all right. That's
Right.
my
Please
dog.
do and let us
That's
know. We
my
definitely
dog.
want to know about
Oh,
that.
listen to me. If I see King again, all I gotta do is whistle a tune. He'll come from 150 yards away. I
Mm.
train that dog. You know, if he hears me, he will come. If I don't find him, then I know what it is, and then I know what I got to do because that was my dog. That's my dog. And if I
Right.
get him, the first thing I'm gonna do is have him on camera sitting right beside me with the music blasting, just like he like it.
Right. We want a video, not a picture, because a picture can be fake. We want a
Oh
video.
no, listen to me. You already know. That's my dog. That's my dog. I should
Right.
have. We should have just took the Gerald down to the ranch.
Yeah, definitely take his ass down to the ranch. But anyway, Jaguar, I do want to ask you about something now. As far as like what's going on with you in the whole court, are you free to go wherever you want to go, or are you still bound in
Well,
Dallas?
I am out on bond, but as per the instructions of our bond agent, I'm allowed to travel anywhere I might need to go or want to go as long as I have the person who bonded me with me and the person who bonded me is with me. So yeah,
Okay, so you free to go anywhere you want to. Now,
I'm in
as
the
far
street.
okay, now so basically, you just have to make sure you go back to the next court date and you good.
Absolutely. Which I will have no problem with doing. Like I
Okay.
don't understand why people think that I'm like people are upset that I'm not scared or anything like that. I don't know. I think it puts people off that I seem to be so cavalier in my attitude regarding this case. But I work on a different kind of time. I prayed about it. I put it in God's hands. I believe the result is going to be what God says it is. Um, Nobody beats the Riz. I was offered a deal. It wasn't a bad deal, but I told him I got a better one from God. And then they asked me if I was a religious nut, and I said, no, I'm not, but I am crazy about Jesus. Thanks for the offer, but I'm betting on all charges dismissed. Fuck off.
Now, is there a possibility that the charges will be dismissed, or are you not allowed to say?
I'm going to put it to you this way. My next hearing will be us addressing the findings of my competency evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, AT2. Thank me later. I already did that evaluation.
And you say you passed, right?
As far as I'm concerned, I passed. We had a lovely chat. Great doctor. New doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So not the last doctor, because the last doctor, the reason why he failed me was because he said I was spouting delusions of grandeur and I wasn't Jaguar Wright.
Mm.
That's why I was found incompetent, because not that I got anything wrong, but he didn't believe I was who I said I was. So once my lawyer put together a dossier of, compiled, I don't know how many videos over the course of 30 years, I guess they kind of felt fucking stupid that I was declared incompetent because I told the truth about myself.
So they didn't believe like you were Jaguar Wright. Like, who did they not know your name was Jaguar? Is that what it was?
I have no idea, but they know me now. They know me good.
Yo, it's funny because like speaking of who you are, I did say, and everybody can vouch for me in the chat, I did say like y'all can't be calling the police station and stuff like that, because just imagine like when real shit go down and people calling the police and stuff like that. Like, don't be doing that, calling the jail. Like, how was that? Like, did you get sick and tired of that, or you didn't mind?
I was on lockdown most of the time. The people that was sick and tired of it was the people at the jail. Like, they would come to my cell all the time. They was like, yo, these niggas is calling all the time. It's crazy. Like, even LT Evans was like, I don't know if she was one of your fans or not, but I hung up on her ass. I wasn't listening to that shit. Like, they got on the nerves of the people at the jail. I'm surprised they ain't trying to find a way to lock all they dumbasses up for getting on their nerves every day. I mean, but I'm grateful to the people that were calling on my behalf. But the truth is 2/3 of the people that were calling for my demise.
Right. I know for me, I only called once, and that was like when there was a lot of confusion and they were able to confirm like this, that, and that, and this. And that was it. And then I was like, y'all, don't call no more, because I realized, like I was saying, like, yo, there are probably people really looking for their family and shit like that. And y'all calling, trying to, basically
like,
just get info about you.
Time. They're wasting people's time that are calling there for legitimate reasons. Also, y'all can take the call and use it as content. I tell you what, y'all better chill out, because those people at them jails and stuff, they was really upset. Like, even the fake Cleo, the Madam Cleo, call me now for your psychic reading. What's her name? The trees, bitch.
Oh,
yeah, she actually called my lawyer. She called Catherine Gould and taped it.
She called the lawyer?
She called my lawyer and taped it and put it up for content. Now, what she doesn't understand is the next time that I meet with Catherine Gould, I'm going to show her the video of her. And see, understand this, Texas is a one-party recording state, but Pennsylvania is not.
Right.
Pennsylvania is not. So the second that she decided to get on the phone and record my lawyer without telling my lawyer that she was recording her, and then took it and used it as content and published her voice and her name while she was at work online, I don't think Trees knows, but that's like a crime.
I would think so as well too.
Catherine Gould is gonna eat that ass up. But that's what happens when you play these games. Like, even Catherine in the recording was like, I'm not talking to you about my client. And if you think my client is threatening you, then you need to call the police. Like, she told her twice she had to call the police. And she says, you don't want to hear what I have? She said, no, that is my client. Please get off the phone. Click. Like, she banged on her.
Yo, I really didn't know anything about this because, like I said, sometimes, Jag, let's be honest, and you even said this too. Like, they'll go on like 10, 12-hour, 24-hour lives. I ain't got time to watch all that shit.
Listen to me. I'm in a new relationship. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wasting that kind of time on those kind of things. I got other things to be getting into. Like, I don't get it. But, you know, if you looking for them 3,000 watch hours, I guess you'll do whatever it takes to get them.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, we get a good hour in and then we move on to the next. Like, we ain't gonna stay on just one thing. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be, right?
Now, you know, my guys are gonna be mad at me for stopping over here to see you.
You know what? I don't mind if they mad or not. You free to go wherever you want to.
But I stopped by here because I'm you know, in a weird way, I hate the falling out. I do. I don't like to fall out. You know, I don't get no fuck when I fall out, but I don't like to fall out. And I just wanted you to know that I do stop in from time to time in the bushes and I watch your work still. And I wish you all the best, kid. You know, numbers looking good, membership is looking good, you know, and as content creators, I think we need to get into the habit of giving each other our flowers when we're making, you know, certain strides. And you know, I even go over to the sex workers page from time to time in the bushes, and you know, and even though I don't fucks with her on any level at all, and never will again, I invested a lot of time watching that young woman grow what she grew, and we did some extraordinary things together. So you know, I just wanted to say, no hard feelings.
Right. And you know, for me and you, I really feel like, you know, I was upset, and yes, I do believe that I should have had a conversation with you. It was just that when you had asked publicly, like, what's the problem with AT2? I wasn't
trying to start no shit. I just, you know, I run how I run. I'm direct.
Yeah, and I know you like to talk.
But I really wasn't trying to get in the middle of your beef. I was really just trying to get to the heart of, is there any way to get past this? But you guys love hating each other, so I'm gonna just mind my fucking business.
Yeah,
everyone's grown.
And you know what? With the OKP, there's really no issue. That's more like his association with the other guy, and so he felt like he had to take his side. Like, there's really no beef.
You know, the other guy is my guy. You know, and that's why I say I'm gonna mind my fucking business. You know, I'm sorry if I embarrassed you. I was just being straightforward. I was trying to get to the heart of it. You know, sometimes I try to do the good thing. Look, I tried to do the good thing with the Shalana Hunter and the Night and Day, and it come back to bite me in the ass. You know, I try.
Right. So you and Shalana don't talk anymore? By the way, that's Tokyo Tony, you guys, for you didn't know.
Who? Burnt Gap for the illiterate, huh? What you say?
Okay, so you and TT, aka Burnt Gap, y'all don't talk to like, y'all don't feel like y'all should do like a women's empowerment thing?
She wasn't my friend. She said she didn't know me. If that's how she really feels, I'm not gonna make a liar out of her. We gonna make it true. I don't know that bitch.
But you know, y'all both a trip. So like I said, I think y'all could have took over the internet if y'all was just structured.
I'm the trip that didn't rob my friend. Fucking thief. Who the fuck needs friends with friends like that? Who needs enemies? Shit. I'm good.
So you are claiming that she actually did steal the donations.
I'm claiming shit. Asked all the people who asked for their cash apps back when they found out she had no intention of bonding me out of jail after she sat there crying and fucking crocodile tears and shit. She cried the same tears for China. Keep the fucking shits. They not real. They not real. I'm sorry.
So do you think? So here's my thing. I felt like you and Tokyo Tony could have teamed up, and then
I
y'all
feel
could
like
have
Tokyo
like went
Tony
on
teamed
Zeus.
up with
You could have
somebody.
had a show on
I
Zeus,
feel like,
Jag.
listen to me. I had a hot idea for the summer. We would have made so much fucking money. I guess she got a better offer somewhere. Good luck with the baddies. And my niece is a fucking crack baby, so don't expect real cooperation. You could be friends with my sister. You could be friends with Suck Dick from the crackhead man, Nicole. You could be friends with everybody that fucking hates me. And guess what? I don't give no fuck. I don't give no fuck. All of these losers, they about to get handled up. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. So to answer your question, I don't know that bitch. She right. We don't know each other. We wasn't ever friends.
So I know you and your sister, but at least with your
I ain't
nieces,
talking
do
about
you
that bitch.
feel like
I ain't talking about that bitch. That bitch has been lying to my mother for weeks. She hasn't even told my mother that I'm out of jail. My mom actually still thinks I'm in fucking jail. Fuck that bitch.
oh,
Fuck
have
that
you
bitch.
talked to your mom yet?
Oh, nope. And my mom don't know that I'm out.
Mm.
My mom don't even know that I'm out. That's why my thing ain't nobody got me my shit. Because if my sister went to my mom to get my things to mail to me, she would have to explain to my mother that I was out of jail. My mother would never give my sister my things. She would never do that. That's why I ain't got them yet. Because in order for them to send them to me, my mother would have to know that I'm out of jail. My mom still thinks I'm locked up. That's all right.
Yeah. What's up, Patrice? Patrice is here.
Hey, what's up, sis? I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to squash it with the babies. I don't, you know what I mean? I can't have smoke with everybody.
Right. That is true because let me tell you, my ass has been lit up a few times, and you know your ass has been lit up a few times. It's hard fighting with everybody. Like you can't fight.
That shit is exhausting. So, I try to make my peace where I can. And, I'm doing the right thing. I'm trying to do the right
Right.
thing.
Yeah. So now people think like the reason why they're trying to hide your mom is because, and I even said it, like basically they want your mom to be left alone and be at peace.
Yeah, with them fucking crackheads, how the fuck does that happen? I don't understand. Like, if people, I got one story to tell you. It was years ago, back in 2008, when
Mm-hmm.
my father at first took ill, and we were all back at the family house, and we weren't going to let strangers handle daddy. We took care of him all the way to the end. And so I had reservations at Blue Zet with all of the other women, the reputable women that I'm related to in Philadelphia. And I was taking my mom out because she was so depressed about my dad going into a coma. And, it was just a lot. But my mom was like, I don't feel like getting dressed. I don't want to go out. Can't you just cook something here? I want oxtails. I want this. I want that. I
Ooh,
went to the
oxtails sound
supermarket.
good.
Oh yeah, they would have been good if I had gotten a chance to cook them. I'll tell you what happened. So I go to the grocery store, I buy $600 worth of groceries. I come back. My sister Lachelle and my younger cousin Danica Roach were busy getting high all day. They was drunk. They was acting a fool. I'm sitting there in the kitchen cooking for 10 people. Last minute when I was expecting to not have to cook and go to the restaurant, and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. But I'm sitting there slaving like a fucking dog while all these niggas is running around getting high, acting a fool. Next thing you know, I'm in the middle of breaking down heavy beef bones for marrow broth. And I had a
Mm.
very sharp knife in my hand. My sister Lachelle, high on crack and tweaking off pills, drunk on fucking rum, getting drunk with Danica in the garage, comes into the kitchen, starts screaming at me, grabs my hand. Now I was switching the knife from my right hand to my left hand because I was going to use my left hand in the strip for my elbow to really cut through the bone. But instead, as I was putting it into my left hand, my sister Lachelle grabbed me by the arm, and the knife went clean through 3 of my fingers, and it severed 2 of my tendons.
Ooh.
In that moment, I looked at my hand. I saw the blood gushing out. I got a rag. I took it. I tied it. I drove myself to the hospital. Um, Lachelle came with me, but she was hysterical, hollering, "It's getting so much blood." And I'm like, "Bitch, you're not the one that's cut. Please shut the fuck up. Shut your high ass up before I fuck you up with my good hand." I drove myself to the hospital. She came in high, tripping, screaming. And then I was like, I cut my hand, and then they went and they looked at it. They did the X-ray. they saw that the tendons were had fallen into my palm, so they were
Ooh.
completely severed. So I had to get emergency surgery to put it together, and then I had to have real, surgery with an amazing. His name is Ray, amazing hand surgeon in Marlton. And 85 stitches later, you can look at my hand now and you barely see anything. It's a gorgeous job. I
Wow, they
did
did a good job.
well, I mean, they saved the finger, but I can't bend it all of the way. Like I have to tuck it in order to make a fist. I lost some of that. But what I also lost that summer was is I was scheduled to be in the Tyler Perry play, and because of my injury, I was forced to give up a job that would have brought me in about $85 to $90,000. So because my sister decided to get high and she was jealous that I was actually doing something for our mother when all she was doing was fucking just drinking and getting high and smoking, sneaking and smoking crack like I don't know what that fucking shit smells like, and doing all of that, and it cost me my entire summer pay.
Yeah, because Tyler Perry, that would have been a bag.
Yeah, it was a bag until I'm walking around maimed and shit with a hand cast going to fucking physical therapy, all because of Michelle and her fucking shit. So that's the way these niggas act. People wonder why they don't like me and why I don't like them because they're pieces of shit. Like there are family members that I fuck with, that I live with, that I love, that you see me take pictures with them. You see me celebrate the relationships in my life. Go back and look through my social media. You never see me with any of these motherfuckers. Ever. Most people didn't even know I fucking had a sister.
I always said, because we'll get back to you, but I always said, like, there's obviously some kind of disconnect. There's always your side, their side, and then the truth. However, there is some kind of disconnect there because, why was Mama right with you and not with them? Like, if they were better, wouldn't she
don't
have
want to
been
be with those crazy motherfuckers? Them bitches is a goddamn disaster. Have you seen how my nieces behave on the Bad Girls Club? Throwing up, refusing
Jack,
to clean
isn't that
up their own
TV
vomit?
though? They supposed to act the fool. It was the Bad Girls Club.
Like, my sister was one of the dirtiest bitches I ever met in my life. I used to hate it when she would move out of the house and I got to take her room because she was, the older, she got the bigger room.
Right, she got the bigger room.
I would have to literally go in and fumigate the whole fucking room. There was cat vomit dried against the wall, tampons melded into the carpet. Like, you remember that shit that Sean showed of a Shalana's place? That looked nice compared to the way my sister leaves her place. It's one of the most triflingest bitches I ever met in my fucking life. I didn't see it, but I took a bad shit. Like, I fucking hated having to clean up after her, but my sister trifling, and unfortunately she raised the daughters to be equally as trifling.
Yeah.
So it's like, you hate me because I don't want to fuck with you because you a piece of fucking shit. But why are you mad at me? Maybe if you weren't a piece of shit, I would fuck with you. But you're a piece of fucking shit. I don't care if we're related or not. I don't hang around with pieces of shit. But don't nobody want to talk about that, or don't nobody want to talk about the fact that my sister has a very nasty temper, goes manic, likes to scream and holler. I mean, for crying out loud, baby.
Now, do y'all not like each other because y'all might be the same? You know how they say, like, you might be like the same.
I ain't never like that dirty bitch. We are not the fucking same.
Minus the crack or the coke or whatever. Y'all don't have the same personality.
Understand this. I never smoked crack a day in my life. Why would I? I watched my sister smoke the shit. Why the fuck would I want to do that now?
But you did the fentanyl weed.
It's not the same. Listen, I hit that fucking blunt one time, and that shit had us all going crazy. I never touched that shit the fuck again. My motherfucking husband. Anyway.
No, you don't think you owe Bobby an apology?
Fuck Bobby. Fuck Bobby.
Yeah, you owe Bobby. The stuff you said about that man business and the fentanyl weed, you don't owe him an apology?
Nope, I do not. Me and him was even the second he let that young boy fucking body slam me. We was even the second he let that body slam me when I wasn't fucking looking. And that shit ain't over either. I just got an open case and I'm on bond.
Oh, so that's not over. Like, you still gonna pursue that?
Absolutely.
Oh.
I'll be doing it in a different way. That's all right.
Yeah, yeah. Not in that other way. I'm glad you handled
nervous,
it
Bobby.
legally. Okay.
Be nervous, Bobby, because people was watching you even while I was away. Bobby don't know what I got.
Oh,
but he gonna find out. Anyway, yeah, fuck Bobby. So what was I saying?
Oh, what about
Asshole
Officer
number-
Ramirez?
Because of the nature of my case and my charges and my bond, I regretfully must plead the fifth.
Okay. Okay, we got it. Because some people ask, like, well, whatever happened with that? Okay, we got it.
I must plead the fifth.
Okay, I respect that. So you and Tasha K are supposed to be doing like an interview. Is it an interview or y'all meeting up to fight?
It could be both.
Because I feel like y'all done pushed the limit and y'all done went to places where I don't think y'all could be amicable and like actually have a conversation, right?
I got something in my pocket. I've been holding on to it for 3 years. I can't wait to show her in person.
Now, I did hear you say, like, if she does end up trying to pull some BS, you are going to drop this.
Bitch! Can't wait. I'm going to put it on the doorstep like a dead mouse. Woo, I'm going to give it to that bitch. Look, she thinks she blindsided Cardi B this week, bitch. No, you know that. They drop bones like me. No, you know that. I'm going to Florida. Ain't that's the hit record for the Florida, ain't it, baby? No, you know that. She don't know shit.
Now, Jag, I always say, I believe like you extend these people's storylines. For example, we hadn't been thinking about Legina or Genesis, but because you mentioned them, they become back in the story. Now, why would you do that?
For my
you gave them life.
For my own personal enjoyment. Listen to me. I saw the whole room. I stopped by somebody's room and it was a bunch of fucking Jaguar Wright reject. We want to be losers and shit all on the same panel, licking each other's wounds. Then they started turning on each other. Fuck you, because I said this about Jack. Like, that shit is funny. I don't care what nobody says. That shit is
yeah.
I need night and day to start going through some of these rooms because they missing out on some good cartoon content. I'm telling you, it's fucking crazy.
It really is crazy. Like some of this shit I don't know. Like the whole, let me be honest, the whole whether or not they remove their name from the bond, whether they did or not, I feel like it's irrelevant because now you're out. So who cares?
Yeah,
but they
it's a whole nother bond.
Right. And they say like, oh, we want Jag to leave us alone. Well, if you guys aren't content creators or YouTubers, why do you care what Jag say online? I would just move on from it, you know?
Well, how is that possible when they all got their own channels and be calling bloggers and DMing bloggers all day and all fucking night? You know,
right.
Tell me.
Because I had to check Genesis because she had a blogger come after me because I refused to team up with her.
Wait a second. You talking about Tales from the Cunt?
If you want to call her that, you know, it is what it is.
That's what I call it. Tales from the Cunt. It's so fitting. You haven't seen? They've fallen out. She did a whole video. She did a whole bit. Listen to me.
I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. Shit, I agree with you on that. I love it. I love that they had a falling out.
Wait a minute, though. I got something special for her, too. She has no idea. Just gonna be like,
shit, what secrets you got? I'm worried now.
I got some juice. When I let that shit go, 2 bitches gonna pass out at the same time.
This fool is crazy. I swear.
Hey, baby. Everything is content. Everything.
Right. Now, has there been anything that anybody has talked about where you've been like, oh no, like that's taking it too far? Because like I told you before, I was all like, Jag honestly love this shit. No matter how bad it gets, Jag love this shit, right?
I treat this shit like fucking. You know me. You know me. Popcorn and scenes. I'm fucking loving this shit. You fucking right, I am. You know, people keep forgetting what you see is entertainment. I see is data. I study data. But you know, tomato, tomato. Now, what I will say is what I haven't liked, which for me is too far, is the attack on my beloved's health and her person overall. I don't appreciate it. When people used to make fun of my husband,
I don't like the personal attacks calling her ugly or like, I don't like that. What I questioned was about the whole cancer, because if it's not cancer, do not call it cancer.
She didn't have cancer. She has Graves' disease.
Okay.
Which is lethal.
And yeah, Wendy Williams has Graves' disease too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And guess what?
Thank you. Yeah, because I was like, cancer is cancer. That's two different things.
But they use radiation treatments just like they do with cancer patients. They use a lot of, you know, similar methodology, because what has to happen to the body in order to save this person's life. And my whole thing is if you're gonna make fun of someone, make sure you know why you're doing it. Because making fun of her for the effects of something that happened, for a fight that most of these people that are running their mouth couldn't even fucking, they couldn't even fucking take a day of it, let alone the months and the years that it took her to recover. She had to learn how to walk again. She had to learn how to talk again. And now they're all sitting around making fun of that. And my thing is,
yeah,
you know, you can do that if you want to.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nelly. She said her mom had it.
Yeah. You know, so I just jump in the chats and like, if you really want to talk about it, why don't you research Graves' disease? And she made it, and she made it here, and she got strong. And then one day she did a crazy thing, and she put her name on the bond for a woman who she never met. And then she came to my heart.
So did you send that lady's wife?
No, they're not married.
Okay, that lady's woman then. Did you do that?
I mean, I don't
you know you be doing shit. You just be doing shit to do shit. Come on now.
I know. I'm telling you, this was not planned. It caught us both by surprise, but a pleasant surprise it is. And we're friends, and we become lovers, and we become each other's supporters. And I mean, for crying out loud, this woman, she took a risk and did something for me that my own husband didn't do, that he should have done. It was his job to do. And at this point in time in my life, anybody that's willing to show me that kind of love, there's no way in the world I'm going to turn that down. I'm just not going to turn that down. And I'm a bisexual woman. I think the only thing that's bothering people is the fact that they've never seen me publicly with a woman before, but I've been with women on and off for years throughout my life. I was in the closet, and, you know, I happened to come out right before I got married, and then people saw me with a man, so I guess they thought that meant I was straight, but I still identify.
Yeah. They thought you was a fake lesbian.
Yeah, and I don't understand why, when I'm now in a lesbian relationship with someone who I care for so much, now all of a sudden I was a fake heterosexual, and you know, I'm a fake this, I'm a fake that, you know, my girlfriend has a fake dick, we're just fake. Great. You know, like whatever. Like I don't give no fuck. Like I really don't, you know.
Yeah, but you know, that wasn't the problem that I had. Like, because you've been open about being bisexual, you was a domination, you was this and that. What I questioned you on earlier today was because when you guys had the interview with SDW, I won't call him the nickname SDW. You guys had the interview with him, you were all like, oh, this is my, like this is the first time me being, in like this kind of relationship. And I remember, Jag, you said there was a lady that you was with and she was in the industry and y'all couldn't be out together and she ended up passing away. So this wasn't like the first time you been in like.
Yeah, but that was a secret. Nobody knew about it. We were pretending to just be best friends.
Okay, that's what it was. You guys were it was secret. It wasn't out. Okay.
Yeah. It this is the first time I'm out. I'm out and proud. I'm 46 years old and I reached out and I grabbed my girlfriend's hand and I held her hand while we were taking a walk the other day. And it just felt so great, and then I looked and I saw the look on her eyes because I was sitting there holding my hand out. She wasn't even paying attention. And the second that she saw my hand was out, she grabbed my hand and we just walked holding each other's hands and
reach out and touch somebody. I was like, oh, this is romantic. Let me start singing.
I mean, no.
Happy Pride Month, by the way.
Happy Pride,
I love it.
It's just, we do all the same stuff that I would do if I was with a guy. It's just two women. And I think that people are getting caught up in the fact that, they see two women, but what we are two individuals.
Mm-hmm.
No different than any straight relationship. I hope that the relationship that's forming between us can become kind of like a standard of what it is to just look at people for who they are individually rather than trying to judge the sum or the validity of their relationship based on gender. Like, we got to get past that, yo.
Right. And here's my thing about it. I don't think that necessarily it might be because it's two women. I think more or less people are thinking like, oh, this is another person that Jag is trying to use.
Yeah, I have no reason to use her. She came to save me.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I need to use her? She came to save me. And I hope she is using me. I really do. I hope she's using me for everything that I'm offering, for love, for support, for belief, for faith, for joy, for happiness, for stupid joke. Like, I hope she's here to use me for all of that because she definitely wasn't getting it where she was. Maybe that's why she ain't go back.
No, I did hear that the woman she was with did cheat on her, right?
He did a bunch of stuff to her. And my job is to do the exact opposite. That's my job. And to show her the value of the life that she fought so hard to save. Like, she should be able to at least savor it and enjoy it. Like, it shouldn't be, all my life I had to fight, like she dark skinned, but she ain't Oprah Winfrey, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be fight after fight after fight. There should be some joy. There should be some enjoyment, and we have so much fun together. And I think what I'm really loving about building this relationship with my baby, my teach, is that we're friends too. Like, we were fast friends. We weren't even flirting with each other. None of that crazy stuff was going on.
Y'all had like a platonic kind of friendship at first. Okay.
Absolutely. And then, I don't know, something happened. She showed up and
yeah, because I was figuring basically, y'all was already trying to be in a relationship and stuff like that. And that's how it happened. But it gradually happened.
No, it wasn't even gradual. I'm telling you, it was more like a side swipe. Like, it was, we were friends and we were cool. And then the next thing you know, we was kissing. Like, it totally was not planned.
Right. Hold on real quick. I had seen you guys asked about King and stuff like that. Shout out to Miss Frazier. We talked about that earlier. Just rewind it back about 30 minutes and you guys will catch that. I did ask her about that. Another thing that people were asking about was, did you file the missing report for your mom?
I got a better idea. TJ asked me not to because my sister had called her and told her that she wanted to work things out from behind the scenes. and she wanted to have a talk with me, and she wanted to send me my things. And so I told TJ, I know this bitch, I know what she gonna do, but for you, because you put so much effort into this, I'll talk to the hoe and I'll be nice. Babe, can you please come here? Like, don't you right here. Will you please tell them what happened?
I don't bite, TJ. Come on, TJ.
What happened when? When Shelly, when you set up the call that was supposed to be between me and the crack bitch, and then what happened?
How are y'all supposed to make peace if you calling her a crack bitch, Jag? Come on.
Well, I'll say this. When I first reached out to her sister, we spoke for 3 hours. And I assured that it will be a safe place for everybody, you know. So she told me that we can call, well, that she would call with her mom on the phone and they could talk for her birthday and all of that. So we waited and then we decided to call on the birthday. And Shelly was just like, we're not around. We already went out to have breakfast and all of that. So I just asked her, why didn't you call at least for Jack to have 5 minutes to sing happy birthday with the family to celebrate? If you felt like it was going to be chaotic, that was the perfect time to say, oh, say happy birthday with us, we're eating and we'll call back, and you could have dismissed the call.
Right.
So initially it was calm, and then she started yelling at Jag, and then of course Jag started yelling back.
How long did that fucking psychopath yell at me before I got upset? I gave it my all, Teach.
It was a good minute. You got out the car. She still was yelling, and you came back.
And that little fucking crack baby started talking shit, and I ran back. Who the fuck is you talking to? Fucking bitches have lost your motherfucking mind.
Oh, so you wasn't even on the rah-rah. It was her that was on it.
Instantaneously. Like, people don't understand how these niggas be acting behind the scenes. They wild, yo. They be on some other shit. But of course, she wasn't going to let me talk to my mother on my mother's birthday, because if my mother had to talk to me, then she would have known I was out of jail. And the first thing she would have said is, Jackie, where you coming to pick me up? My mom don't know I'm out of jail. So that's okay.
I honestly think, and I'm just going to be real with you, I do think Miss Francis need a break from everybody, but I do think you have the right to at least speak to your mom.
I mean, you can think what you want to think. The truth is there's no place my mother would rather be than with me, and I know that for a fact.
Do you feel like you need to apologize to Mama Wright, though?
Apologize to my mother for what? For telling the truth?
No. I mean, for everything, for the apartment and everything. Because honestly, I blame you and Goomba for that.
We had a family plan. We had a family plan that I did not publicize to everybody in the world. It is my husband who went out of the way to create all kinds of nasty little stories to try to pin it on me. The truth is, we were letting that lease go, and we were refusing to do it to get rid of him. Everybody was supposed to know that. My name was never on that lease. I keep loving how people keep saying I got evicted.
Your name wasn't on it. It was him and your mom.
That's it.
But I felt for him being the man, he definitely should have stepped up. And then because it's your mom, I have to blame you, Jag.
Why would he have stepped up when he never paid the rent to begin with?
Right.
We were trying to separate from him. My mother didn't care about it going on her credit report because her credit report is fucked up because she's a shopaholic. So it wasn't hurting her credit any. And she was moving into the house with me, where my husband's name wasn't going to be attached.
But you don't feel like But even though we know that Goomba ain't shit, we know that automatically. You don't feel like you should have stepped up and been the responsible one in the relationship? Because you know you control all your relationships, Jag.
I was the responsible one in the relationship until I got fucking put in a hospital and realized that this pussy was working behind the scenes to help these motherfuckers do that shit. I made a choice. The choice was separate everything. Let this motherfucking shit go. Do not pay not another dollar of this rent. If he wants that shit right, he'll pay it. But the truth is, if we had left without him, he would have been forced to break the lease because he don't even get enough money to pay the fucking rent. See, I know how to get rid of niggas. And if you're bound on paper with a nigga in any fucking way, you got to do extreme shit to get them off. The best call was let them get evicted. Me and mom and my son go move into the dope crib and let this fucking nigga sit here and fucking do his fucking, cause he likes to squat and shit. He would have stayed there until the fucking constable came and threw him out anyway. Only reason he wasn't there was because Legina was there and because I had limits with him fucking playing PlayStation all goddamn day.
But when Goomba left, you did want him back though, Jag.
No, I said he needed to come home. And the reason why I said he needed to come home was because I was trying to figure out a way to work things out so he wouldn't catch it so hard, because Arizona is going to arrest him for blowing up my car.
Right. And I'm glad you did say he must have blew up the car. You said his hand was cut and you had to wrap up his hand.
He must have blown up the car. I seen footage of him at the gas station. At the fucking gas pump, filling up the fucking water jug with gas. 20 minutes before the car exploded, 40 minutes before we saw it burning on the news, and I didn't even know it was my car. This motherfucker actually stopped traffic on I-10 West. The car was burning on the fucking highway. They had to shut down traffic.
Jag, if you knew he wasn't shit, why'd you cover up for him so much?
Because he was my fucking husband. And that's what wives do. You buy a motherfucker some time. You buy him some grace so people can find a way to accept him once he gets his shit together. Unfortunately, this nigga never got his shit together. So what did he do? He went running back to the first fucking scallywag he could think of, then another scallywag, then another scallywag, until ain't nobody wagging shit no more. I don't even know how he's getting pussy these days. I have no idea. I gets plenty. But,
no, he's probably using his hand.
You know, at this point in time, I mean, who the fuck wants to be seen with the biggest fucking joke on the internet? Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the other biggest joke on the internet want to be seen with the biggest joke on the internet. I can't. This is the most that I've talked about this in public, and this is going to be the last time that I do. What I will say is, I want my husband to get help for himself and for everyone that he's hurt, so he can make amends. This is going to be awful for him, and he's broken so much trust with so many people. All I can do is pray for him, and the other thing that I can do is love my girlfriend, love Teach, and let her love me back. And we're two individuals that were in really just emotionally and physically abusive relationships with people that we were just trying to stand in the gap for until they could get, find their own way and get themselves together and be real partners. And we found each other, and we're able to be partners to one another. So I don't have anything to feel guilty about. I don't have anything to feel bad about. I'm with the person that came to save me, not the person who left me to choke.
So you don't want him back? There's no chance.
God no. God no. God no. After all of that nasty shit that he was fucking doing in them streets, he can't fuck with me. I don't do dirty dick. I don't do dirty bitches. I don't. It's not enough.
I don't want to see it 2 months. I'm back with good. I don't want to see that.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, make sure y'all screenshot this and save this, because we're gonna replay it anytime she thinks she's gonna go back to it.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: I'm gonna end up in a dyke wedding before I'll end up back with him.
Do you think that maybe you shouldn't have got married to him after 21 days? That was pretty fucking fast.
I think everything that happens within the will of God. There was a lot of things that I learned about myself in that relationship that I will always be grateful for. But when the lesson's over, the lesson's over, and the lesson is ended. Now it's time for him to get taught a few things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just that.
Right.
But
I agree.
I just wanted to stop in and just make amends. I'm gonna mind my business when it comes to you and the fellas. I wish everybody all the best. Congratulations on what you got going on over here. I told you, when I say something, I say something. Even in the fallout, if I said it, I meant it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I'm just not fake like that. So, there's a lot of content creators that are having a whole lot of fun with a whole lot of things. But honestly, the real reason I showed up was because I wanted to say thank you for giving TJ a fair shot.
Yeah, I have no beef with TJ. Like I said, I usually don't go in on people personal stuff. Anything that you say on YouTube is fair game, but I don't go in on people for like this and that. Like, that's not me.
Well, of all the people that have had a lot of negative things to say about my teach, you haven't been one of them, and I had to acknowledge that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And Jag, I know you said you're going on a bike ride in a little bit, so thank you for coming up here. I do.
Going off in the background. We got to get out of here. We ain't got no car no more. We got to take whatever ride we can get.
Lord, y'all need to work out the car, the home situation. Y'all got a lot to figure out, but I wish y'all the best.
Thank you. It keeps us sharp. It keeps us sharp.
All right, Jack. Thank you for coming. All right, peace out. Jaguar Wright, y'all. I do appreciate that she came up here and apologized. Now, I know some of y'all was all like, AT2, how dare you let this lady on here? Trust me. I'm willing, like I said, I'm willing to have a conversation with anybody. And, she got up here and actually apologized to me. So I have to commend her for that. And when I called her Jackie, and she was like, call me, don't call me by that name. So I had to respect it. So, I didn't hear an apology. No, she apologized, right? Wait, did I get played? Oh, wait, she didn't apologize to me? Oh, no, she did. She did. Damn. And again, you guys, obviously there will be a part 2. We'll schedule it sometime. She said a lot of Jaguar be talking, so maybe I was like, oh yeah, she apologized, and she didn't really apologize. Okay, next time Jaguar pop up here, we'll have you think it was a fake apology? Like she planned it? Like she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get on here and pretend like I'm gonna apologize, and then totally pull the wool over his eyes. Okay, she did apologize. Okay, thank you. Okay. Y'all was all like, she didn't apologize and stuff like that. Oh, I want to let Octavius on here. Hold on, y'all. What's up, Octavius? How you doing?
What's going on, man? How you doing? I start watching right now. She never hear from no Cardi, man.
Okay, so she didn't hide. Okay, because what was said in that Tasha K, she said that she in that live she did that she hid, and so then there was a default judgment, and that's how she had owed 100K or whatever. So that wasn't true.
I know nothing about no. She knows nothing about no default judgment from Cardi at all.
Was she ever sued though?
No, she
Cardi
was
never sued her.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she's been traveling and everything all over the world, man. So like, in 2021 she was in Egypt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing ever happened where it was like she got sued and she was trying to duck and dodge. So that
No,
was
it was
not true at all.
other people in the celebrity sector showed where the case was dropped by Cardi. Them, because the problem is with Cardi, what they did, what people don't want to talk about is the fact that Cardi jumped the woman who had openly talked about her mental health. When they were strippers, when they all dancers and stuff, her friends came out. They openly talked about it. Even a few other content creators have lives where Cardi said she kicked in the head. So, yeah. It's well, I don't want to do self promotion, but I got the clip.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can find it. I don't want to hold y'all up or whatever, but yes. Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, another question. I had heard that the reason why Cardi didn't end up suing Starman, because at first I heard she didn't, and then people were saying no, she did. She just hid. So I heard that one of the reasons why she didn't was because her and Cardi had made up.
I don't know if they ever made up. I doubt that because Star never talked about any kind of makeup between the two. I just contacted. So she's watching right now. She don't know anything about no peace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she in the clouds right now watching and everything, but she's not. She's trying to stay off social media for for her own good.
Right. Well, someone in the chat actually said she's doing good right now. Like she's living, her life and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's still living her life, but the thing is there was a lot of wrongdoing on Cardi's side towards her, that people don't want to talk about because, talking about an A+ celebrity, so.
Right, because like as I understand, the Cardi had people jump her, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's definitely
it was a group of strippers that came out. One was named Spotlight. I remember one of them named Spotlight, talking about she punched in the head and all that. And that was the night. I was the other night that she called me and told me she got jumped. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I remember when she was up in New York dancing up there and all. We was in constant contact at the time. I was in Florida though.
Okay. So was she Cardi B's roommate or just like a friend?
She said that she was their roommate. They knew each other. Cardi was the one that denied that she ever knew Star, but then admitted that she actually jumped. Like she actually kicked in the head. So she kicked her or she struck her some kind of way. Maybe let me get that correct so I don't want to be sued.
Oh yeah, but, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, right?
Hey, I'm just repeating the stories that I heard, and I'm just trying to get confirmation on what we heard. So allegedly.
Yeah.
So during all this time, was I know it had to be a lot for her, going through all this, and especially having it be so publicly. Does she regret doing the interview?
Yes, she does. She does regret it. Like she talked about it multiple times on social media about how she regretted it. She feel as if she was somewhat used by all parties involved.
Okay, all parties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but she has talked about her dissatisfaction with Tasha K, but she's not a total enemy of Tasha K. If you get what I'm saying. Right. Yeah.
Right. So there's no beef or nothing, but she was upset about how the situation went down and stuff, if I understand correctly.
Yeah. Because you understand how that came about was, I think it was Lovely T took that live that she did on Instagram, and it was like 30 people in the chat. And she was just talking, ranting about the two dancers that got beat up or something at one of the clubs. And she got triggered about her past. And so she started going in on Cardi, dragging her or whatever. And then it went, and then it got picked up by Lovely T, and that live, I think she posted it on YouTube, and I think it did like 500,000 views. So it went viral then. Yeah. So it went viral then, and then that's when Lovely T and Tasha K was in communication with each other. They were like friends at the time.
Right.
Yeah. So. That's how
because then they had a falling out and everything, and that stuff. So
yeah,
and I think honestly with Star Marie, I think at the time she was probably in a situation where she was all like, "Hey, I'm gonna get on my story and I'm gonna get this girl," but didn't realize the games of YouTube, because it is a game on here. You gotta know what you're doing. When I first got on here, I was very green. I didn't know what I was doing. Now I'm seasoned, so I know the games and I know the plays and I know how to word things. But at the time, she was all like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this interview and blah blah blah." Nah, you didn't know what you was signing up for.
Oh yeah, she got ragdolled when she first came on from the YouTube sphere, and I see Instagram was an integral part of YouTube at the time because you didn't have the live stream feature like you have now.
Right.
So Instagram and YouTube play hand in hand together on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a bouncing back and forth with that. It was a few other content creators that got in on the story from the beef sector at the time. What they call the beef sector now?
Yeah, the beef sector. Shout out to the beef sector.
Yeah. So, so that's how it all came about. But yeah, I do have a clip where Cardi B is talking about how she kicked her. So let me see. This it right here, and I'm sharing it. So.
Okay, you about to share it? Okay.
Yeah.
See if I can. Okay, I got it here.
Right.
Let me know when you're ready for me to put it up.
So let me pull it fast.
Yeah. Okay, you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, pull it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they were, I guess, dancing.
Yeah, I'm ready for it now. At Tasha K, I put the link in my description, so please check it later. We are gonna pay a few minutes, fair use.
Okay, fair use. Yeah, just a few minutes.
And then one night I had to get into an argument with the bitch because she was I was dancing on it, and the bitch gonna go and pick up my bread.
That's something Star Marie said too. She said, but Star Marie claimed that the man was throwing the money on her and not Cardi, but they were, I guess, dancing together. Ay. Cardi.
So I kicked the bitch. I kicked her because what the fuck is you doing, bitch? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's so annoying. Like, nowadays, everybody got a motherfucking story to tell. Where was you motherfuckers? Where was you motherfuckers before Love and Hip Hop? Where was y'all? Where was y'all?
Yeah, so, I mean, to me, she kind of validated some of the things that Star Marie said. And like I said, I wish she wouldn't have answered to it because Star Marie said that she attacked her. But Star Marie's version was she threw coffee on her and then she had somebody else punch her. But then Cardi B goes to talk about how close she was to all the strippers that were at the club. And in Ash Cash Legit, I believe, which is one of the ones she said that she was close with, and the actual woman who punched Star Marie.
Oh, was that me or you? Is it timing out?
It may be me.
I believe when they went on their live, I think.
Go ahead and pause it right there. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I'm gonna give her a commentary on it. But y'all heard it for yourself on that. That's probably the reason why they didn't sue her. Yeah.
So how come, instead of Star Marie doing like the interview and stuff like that, how come she didn't take it the legal route?
She could have, but she could have, but was it going to be good for her mental health? Because around that time, between those years when it first happened, and then the verdict of the Tasha K versus Cardi B thing, she even talked about like she went through depression, homelessness, thoughts of suicide. You know what I mean? So it was real serious for her. So it's better. It was just better for her to walk away from it and social media in general.
Right. But I mean, like, why talk about Cardi and stuff like that and do the interview instead of just handling it legally? That's what I meant.
That's what I'm saying. It would have probably exacerbated her mental health more. She was trying to get away from that drama, after it all happened, because it was toxic for her, So it's she's getting her equilibrium now. She's living her best life now. So
Which is
you know,
good. Yeah.
yeah,
Mental health is important. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what's up.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, no, I appreciate that clarification. I really do, because it was just weird how, for me personally, how, we still going through this whole Cardi and Tasha thing. And it's all like Star Marie is like, now that we know she living her best life.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy to me how we still going through this Tasha and Cardi thing, but it's like she separated herself from all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, she's done went global, lived all over the world since then. She got herself on her feet and bought a home, so she's doing pretty good, man. So if it was any kind of liens on her, she wouldn't be able to buy a home, things of that nature. So
That is
she's
true.
doing good. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I appreciate you coming up and clarifying that. I really do. And then also go ahead and shout out your channel and where the people can find you at.
It's Octavius One Kenobi Prime, or just type in Octavius Prime. You'll see me with the white shirt on, and that's the channel. So we have all kind of content over there, But I just came up here. I just want to speak up for my friend, because I really do love her. That's my friend for over 10 years.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming up here and giving us some more information. So I appreciate you. You have a good one.
All right, you too, brother.
All right. I appreciate that. Because it was like some stuff I had questions about, and he was able to clarify a few things. Still, I have my opinion about Star Marie and the whole situation, but I did get a little bit more clarity on what was going on and stuff like that. Okay, I see some of y'all like, y'all be eating up. Y'all don't want me to have no guests. Y'all be eating up all the guests that y'all crack me up. And Wu Chow, can someone tell her not to stream? Like, don't stream my stuff when I'm live. Like, that's the whole point of me going live. Like, don't stream my stuff when I'm live. I don't like that. I don't want to have to go the legal route and stuff like that, but do not stream my live when I'm live. You wait until it's finished and then you can give your commentary. I don't care, but don't stream my stuff when I'm live. Hold on. I'll do it my goddamn self. Hold on. I don't like that. Are you sure it's this live or another live? Okay, I just told her. Okay. All right. Moving on. Who keeps clicking? Y'all, there's somebody who keeps clicking my link. If y'all keep hearing that boop, boop, there's somebody who keeps clicking the link. Now, they done had about 4,500 days to give AT2 an apology, but instead of giving me an apology, they're going to click my link and try to get up and get they shine. You can kiss my ass. I will never, ever, ever, ever. Out of all the times you could have came on here and apologized to AT2, now no, thank you. Deuces. But yeah, we gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Don't you let that child. Jessica been terrorizing me the whole time I've been live, but she know I love her. She gonna give it to me in the DM. Trust me. I know where Tasha K at. Does Tasha K want to come? That's all we needed. We just needed the icing on the cake. We needed Tasha K to come. Oh man, y'all are crazy. But I had fun, y'all, and I'm glad that I got a chance to talk to Jag and ask her a few questions. I know some of y'all was like, "You went easy on her." there'll be part 2, you guys. Don't worry, there'll be part 2. There's always a plan to my madness. You know what I mean? And then shout out to Octavius. Make sure you guys follow his channel. I appreciate him coming up and, you know, defending his friend Star Marie. You know, I appreciate that. Also, shout out to Nadi, Stephanie, Uncle Charles, Sunkiss. Thank you guys for your commentary. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I don't be doing these long lives. My ass is numb. It hurts. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hell up off of here. Other than that, wait, hold on. Go10 want to come up. Hold on. Let me Go10. You got 1 minute because I gotta pee. What's up, Go10?
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, you went to the Pride? Because I went there like 3 weeks ago, and they had women with their pants unbuttoned, booby showing, nigga, with the X's and stickers, balls, my nigga, holding hands, my nigga.
No, why y'all be getting on here doing the fuck shit? Why y'all get on here doing fuck shit? This is... Why everybody get on my channel and act the goddamn fool? Y'all never go on any other body's channel and act the goddamn fool. But y'all think it's okay to come to AT2 channel and act the goddamn fool. Anybody else's channel. Y'all wouldn't did that to Tasha K. Y'all wouldn't have did that to Lovely T. Y'all wouldn't have did that to Armand. Y'all wouldn't have did that to this channel and that channel. But y'all come on AT2 channel and act the goddamn fool. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Go10, that shit was funny as hell. Hopefully y'all put y'all kids to bed. It's late right now, y'all. You know, I believe that children are our future. I don't know what's wrong with Go10, but thank you, Go10, for coming up here. Y'all have a good night. Deuces, y'all.